Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. How you doing, bro?
What's up, man? Feeling good, man. Watched a lot of good college games since the last time we've been on.
Oh, you watched that Cooper Flag went crazy last night? Yeah. What do you had,
Yeah, he
22 and
played.
11?
Yeah, he played all right. He played all right. It's a lot of good teams though in college. Like it's a lot of good teams this year. I think it's wide open this year.
UConn might not be it.
Nah, after they done lost two. Well, they
No, they
just
lost
won.
three. They lost three
Yeah,
games in a row prior to the win last night.
yeah.
They might not be it.
I mean, it's
But
still early in the season.
But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good outside of fantasies wise and betting. I'm doing good. And we reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Let's
Bruh,
go.
that's a to me at least, I feel like that's a great milestone, man.
Yeah, one
Like
step at a
it's a
time,
lot,
man.
it's a lot of hard work, a lot of editing, a lot of sometimes saying F it, I don't want to edit a video. It's a lot of work, man. Like it's a lot of work. Couldn't do it without the supporters. Couldn't do it without the haters. Shout out to my co-host Charles. Shout out to Shondell. Shout out to Trail. Shout out to JD. Shout out to Ace. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Reek. He was one of our first guests when we started, man. Shout out to all y'all, bro. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. If we're being honest, we wouldn't be here, man. Like, and shout out to you, brother. Because there was a time when it was just me, and you decided to come back and was like, hey, I want to come back to the pod. And since then, we've been locked in. We've been consistent. So really shout out to you, bro. Because you came back and you didn't have to. You didn't have to come back to the pod. You really didn't.
Yeah, I love being on the pod with you, broski.
So yeah,
I love
man.
talking basketball.
Keep, guys, man, keep liking, keep subscribing, man. We only going up from here. We're only going up from here. And I like all you guys like in the comments and just saying some wild stuff, man. Even the people that got they love their favorite teams and stuff. It's some dude in the comments that love about the Magic. He commented like a couple of weeks ago talking about y'all finally said something positive about the Orlando Magic. I said, damn, that's crazy. But it is what it is, man. I read all the comments. I see every comment. I may not respond to everything, but I see every comment. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. But let's get started, man, with our week 6 power rankings. You know what? I'll start. And I have I have some surprising teams. I'm actually changing this team. I'm taking them out right here and now on the spot because I was thinking of it right before we got on. At number 10, I got the Atlanta Hawks.
I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad. I had the same thought process. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad.
So yeah, at number at number 10, I got the Atlanta Hawks. At number 9, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. At number 8, I got the New York Knicks. At number 7, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. At number 6, I got the Orlando Magic. At number 5, I got the Dallas Mavericks. At number 4, I got the OKC Thunder. At number 3, I got the Houston Rockets. At number 2, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. And at number 1, I still got the Boston Celtics.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't mad at that Hawks pick at all. Because I was debating about putting the Hawks in there too. I'm like, they've been playing really good since the last time we've been on. But for the 10th spot, I got the Nuggets. For the 9th spot, I got the Suns. For the 8th spot, I got the Grizzlies. For the 7th spot, I got the Knicks. For the 6th spot, I got the Mavs. For the 5th spot, I got the Magic. 4th, I got Rockets. 3rd, Thunder. 2 Cavs, and then 1 Celtics.
The Hawks have been playing some good
Yeah.
basketball. And I feel like I gotta give them some love, man. I gotta give some love to DeAndre Hunter. I think he's playing really good coming off the bench.
Coming off
He's
the
been
bench,
playing
yep.
good. He's been playing real good. Jalen Johnson, we always rave about him. And Trae Young is leading the charge. That team has been playing really good.
Low key, it's because of that lineup that they got out there. Everybody out there besides Trae Young is like 6'9" or taller, bro. Literally, And Dyson Daniels and Jalen Johnson is leading the defense with Capella in the back, and then Okongwu coming in. Like, man, they defense has been a big part.
It's the defense, the offense. Quinn Snyder has them playing, and I think he has a set lineup. He has a set lineup with
Everybody know they roll.
Zachary Richardson starting and Clint Capella. And even though Clint and Okongwu are splitting minutes, they're both playing good. I feel, and I've been looking at Clint Capella. He's been playing exceptional. I feel like he's been playing really good. So I had to put the Hawks. I had the Suns at 10, but then I thought about it. I was like, I feel like the Hawks have just been playing better ball. I really do. I did have the Suns because once Kevin Durant came back, they was playing good. We wasn't there when they basically blew out the Lakers, but the Suns are playing good. Then Kevin Durant is out again with a sprained ankle, so I don't know how they're going to be when Kevin Durant comes back. But they were playing decent. But I think the Hawks deserve number 10, and I still got the Bucks in there.
I gave it to the Nuggets only because of their record. They had the better record, so I'm like, I'll give it to the Nuggets. But like you said, they've been playing exceptional. Jamal Murray though, only reason I was hesitant about it too is because Jamal Murray has been playing terrible.
Oh, he's been
like, bro, he's like this last week he's been averaging 17, 2, and 7. Like, bro, you're my second best player on my team. You got to give me more than 17. You should be consistently giving me 22 to 23 a night. But he's not doing that. And if he doesn't do that, they don't have a chance to win. I mean, they have a chance to win most games because they have Jokic, but they don't have a chance to go far if he's not playing how he's supposed to.
Can you say Russell Westbrook has probably played better than him this year?
No, I wouldn't go that far. Russ has played okay. He hasn't. I wouldn't say he's done more than Jamal.
But I feel like Russ, well, in his role, I think when we just go off roles, obviously they got two different roles, but I feel like Russ is playing better in his role than Jamal Murray is playing his role.
Okay, I'll give you that then. Yeah.
I feel like Russ been playing really good, man. He been playing good, but like you said, Jamal Murray, it's been bad. And they're not gonna win a championship without him. Like I know people gonna say he a Jokic merchant, but they need that dude. Like I saw somebody say that like Jamal Murray is like, you could argue put Russell Westbrook. You've always said start him, but like put Russell Westbrook in the starting lineup over Jamal Murray because he's playing so bad. And the only reason like he's still there, I know that this is kind of trolling, but he's just there because he can shoot. Like, let's say he couldn't shoot, Russell Westbrook would probably be taking his starting spot.
I think he's Russ is definitely more dynamic than Jamal. Well, yeah, he can shoot. But then on top of that, he won them a championship, so it's like that's another reason why he's still there. But I like Jamal. I think you should start both of them, honestly. Start both of them, take some of that pressure off him, ball handling, and let him spot up.
I just think that's not gonna happen. That's all. I've been saying that. I just think it's not gonna happen. Where'd you have the Grizzlies?
I had the Grizzlies at 8.
I had them at 7. I had them at 7.
So around the same thing. I like the Grizzlies. Ja came back. They've been playing really well. I mean, they only lost this week was to the Mavs. But the Mavs have been playing good of late.
Yeah, I had the Mavericks at 5.
I'm not mad at them. I had the Mavericks at 6.
Well,
they had some big wins over the Knicks. They had some big
Mavs. Are you talking about the Mavericks? Well, I was just gonna say the Grizzlies are healthy, and that's why they're playing. That's why they're playing good basketball right now. They're fourth in the West at 14-8. But yeah, with the Mavericks, they blew out the Knicks. Did Luka ain't play that game, right? I don't think he played against the Knicks. I don't think so. Either way, it don't matter. They still blew the Knicks out, who I had at number 8. Because I feel like, and we'll talk about more of the Knicks later, obviously, but Cat has been playing amazing. He's been playing really good. I feel like that whole team is playing good, even though Mikal has kind of been inconsistent a little bit. Like you saw when they played against the Hornets, they took him out the game. Tom Thibodeau benched him in the fourth quarter because he wasn't doing nothing. But that is kind of one of your best defensive players, though.
Yeah, I mean, but with the way Cat and Jalen Brunson playing, I mean, you could take him out because he's not doing nothing offensively anyways, and then you still got OG out there. You still got Josh.
OG been playing really good.
Mm-hmm.
OG has been low key. He a better offensive player than Mikal right now. We being
Is,
honest.
is he looking worth that contract?
I mean, no. Are you? Do you think he still worth that contract? Because you was the one that was talking about. Oh, I don't think he worth 40 million. I mean, I thought he was around maybe like the mid-30s.
Yeah, I would say I still think it's around the mid-30s. I mean, he's playing exceptionally well, but for 40 mil, I'm still not
But the
still not
thing
getting it.
is, a player like that who is showing you that he's a good offensive player and one of the best defenders, perimeter defenders in the league, you gotta pay him because you traded away. At that time, you could really say their future. RJ
Mm-hmm.
and Quigley was technically like your future assets to pair with Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and if you let OG go, now you don't look smart. So you had to pay him. You had to. And I don't think
I
he
mean,
was going to go no lower than 40 either.
he's definitely. I wouldn't say he's playing up to 40 million, but he's definitely playing for that contract. He's playing really well. He's showing that he deserves it.
Where did you have the Magic?
I had the Magic at 5.
I had him at
Um,
6. I had him at
I had
6.
them at 5. They was 4-1 on the week. They played more games than most of the people in our top 10. They won every single one besides the Knicks. So I was like, I'll give it to him. I give him 5. Franz has been playing exceptionally well, even through double teams and teams game planning for him every single night. They've really surprised me. They've really surprised me. I thought that they were going to shoot down the Eastern Conference and have a below 500 record, but they haven't. And Paulo comes back in a couple of weeks, so
You think anything's going to change from that?
when Paulo comes back,
Yeah.
I think they still gonna keep the ball rolling. Only thing that I don't want them to do is to bring Paulo, like, soon as Paulo come back, give him the ball like you've been doing, because Franz has been hot. So you can't take the ball out of Franz's hand right now. Bring Paulo back along slowly. That way y'all can keep that momentum going and keep the wheels turning. Because if he comes right back and you get him the ball right off the bat, all that work Franz Wagner did, all that confidence he's in the game since Paulo's been gone, it's gonna go away now. Because it's like, coach, I've been out here saving our butt. And now Paulo come back here, you just give him the ball. So, but when Paulo comes back, they're still gonna be good. They
France
might
is,
get that top 3. They might get that top 3, like you said.
France is averaging 24, 5, and 5. If I had a vote, I would vote him an all-star right now. I really
Yes.
would. I would really
Yes.
vote him in as all.
Yes.
He has literally kept the Magic afloat. Because, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, I think a lot of people. I feel like if you aren't like a true diehard Magic fan, once we saw the Paulo injury, like, yep,
Y'all season
they're
over with.
probably. I didn't say season over with, but I thought they would be dropped down like so low. Maybe not like maybe not how the Sixers are, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe like playing and probably would be so like they would be so bad they couldn't recover enough to probably get maybe like a top 4 seed in the East. They probably go. I think they probably stay at 4, like some 4 or 3 could get 2. If we being honest, they
I would say
could.
I think they probably stay around like 4 or 5. They could crack 3 though. If Paulo comes back and they keep playing well, they could crack 3.
Their defense is still good. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing is their offense is still not good, and it wasn't even good last year. It's still not great. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I think they're gonna make some moves. I think they're gonna try and make a move at the trade deadline to get another type offensive player. I feel like they got to because like you was low key in a dogfight with Philly last night, and the score was kind of low. So you probably was low. It was 106 to 102. In today's NBA, that's low scoring.
Yeah.
And you probably was supposed to blow out a Philly team with just Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain and some role players. And y'all barely won. But hey, give the Magic some credit, man. Give Franz Wagner some credit, man.
Yeah, they
They are
found it.
playing good.
They're finding ways to win, and their defense is taking the helm. Jamal Mosley really got those boys believing and playing. And that next man up mentality, they truly have that, and they truly believe in it because they got people who hasn't seen, like Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony sniffed the court a couple of times, and he's been playing good for them since he's got in. And like you said, they still need more scoring. The shooting has surprised me though. KCP has not been playing as good as I thought he was going to play.
He's been playing better though recently.
Yeah, he's been playing better of late. But for the totality of the season so far, he hasn't really been all that. I agree they do need some more scoring. Because right now, if Franz gets shut down or if Paulo gets shut down, who else is going to score for you? You have nobody else. So they need that third scorer. Who would they go after? Who would you want them to go after? Jordan Clarkson?
I've always said like a Jordan Clarkson. I think he's a spark off the bench. He can literally give you at least 15 to 20 plus, especially depending on how the game is flowing at that time. He can be in like the closing lineup. Like you just never know. If they want to go like super small, like you can, let's hypothetical, they can run like Jalen Suggs, Clarkson, KCP, Franz, and Paulo at the 5. Like if they really wanted to do that, I think they could. Then you have shooters. Then you could play a 5-out offense if you really wanted to. So I think they should go after Jordan Clarkson. And Utah have already said that they're trying to get rid of basically everybody. Outside probably Laurie and Walker Kessler, depending on what the price is for Walker Kessler. They're trying to get rid of everybody. So I say go after Jordan Clarkson or even a Colin Sexton. Like try to get somebody that can just score.
Yeah.
Where did you have the Rockets? I had them at 3.
I got them at 4.
Rockets.
Only reason why I got them at 4 is because they lost to the Kings. But they beat the Thunder, so I'm like,
yes,
that was a better win than most of the Magic wins. So I'm like, I gotta put them above the Magic. The Rockets have been playing well. Fred has been hooping well. He stepped it up of late, scoring wise. I like the Rockets. I like the Rockets a lot. I still think that they need to trade some of those bodies that they got over there. Because like I think Ime Udoka needs to get rid of Steven Adams. You're not even playing Steven Adams for real. I know he's coming back off injury, but let him go. Let Cam go. Cam Whitmore. You got Reed Shepherd just sitting on the bench, and he was a top 5 pick. Like he need to move some of them bodies.
Man, go back and not you, but go back and look at the short. I said, I swear to God, I said I didn't know how he was gonna get the tick going over there with all those people, and that was the only reason why I didn't like him going to that team. He could have probably gone to any other team, and I think he plays more. But
yeah,
it's only year 1. Let's see. So you actually disagree because you saw that report. It was like a week or so ago when the Rockets said they are keeping their young assets instead of going out for like a big player like a Giannis, type player. So you rather them trade some of them to possibly get a Giannis.
I agree with keeping a man. I would keep a man.
They said a man and Tyrese. My bad. A man and Tyrese. Yeah, they said they're keeping them.
I would keep a man. I like a man. I mean, Tyrese is good too, but I still think they're a superstar away. If they get like a Jimmy, like that'd be good. That'd be really good for them. Jimmy to pair up with Jalen Green and a man and who else they got there? Jabari, Sengun. I wouldn't be opposed to them moving Jabari rather than Tari Eason.
Jabari has had a down year.
Yeah, he has. This was 3rd year, right?
This is year 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it's year 3. And you're supposed to take the next jump.
You were the top 3 pick.
Yeah, I would trade Jabari. I would trade Jabari.
Would you give up Cam Whitmore and Jabari for Jimmy?
Would I give?
Damn, I don't know where he went, y'all. I don't know where he went. I have no clue where he went. I don't know. But would I give up? Damn, bro, what happened?
I do not know.
You pressed something.
But you said would I give up Cam Whitmore and Jabari for Jimmy? If I'm the
Yes.
Rockets, yes, I'm doing it. If I'm the Rockets, yes, I'm doing it. But if I'm the Heat, I need a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. I'm Pat Riley.
How much more you need?
I'm greedy. I need some picks too. Cause Jabari, like you said, he has a down year. I mean, yes, he's young and he still has potential, but we don't know if he's gonna be that superstar all-star that everybody thought he was gonna be. And then
And I'm
we don't really know what he's gonna do. He's been buried on the bench. I mean, we've seen flashes, but what is he really gonna do?
he's buried on the bench because them other people are just better than him. That's really the only thing. If the Lakers would have drafted him like they were supposed to, I think he plays for the Lakers right now.
Oh yeah, yes. He's in the
So
starting lineup.
yeah, I don't know about that. Well,
He's in the starting
I don't
lineup,
know.
though.
I don't know.
He's in the starting lineup.
Are you talking about last year's starting line? Are you talking about like he would be in the starting line right now?
I'll put because they start Reeves,
It
Connect,
would be is Reeves.
Bron.
Well, So it's not D'Lo. It's Reeves, Dalton, Rui, LeBron, AD.
Yeah, I'll start him over Dalton. He's a bigger body. He plays better defense than Dalton, and he can shoot. I'll put him
Not
over
as good as
Dalton.
Dalton.
He's
Not
not a
as
better
good as
shooter
him.
than Dalton. Nah, he's not a better shooter than Dalton. No.
Man, look, I'm telling Pat Riley, look, you already be striking out anyway on trying to get players anyway. I'm giving you a top 3 pick. Yeah, like you said, yeah, he's having a down year, but potential. Cam Whitmore, we seen the flashes. Like you said, we seen the flashes. But Cam Whitmore, I think he's good. And we're taking Jimmy Butler, who, first of all, you don't even want to pay. You don't even want to pay the man. And what is he, 36? We're basically trying to contend. Y'all fake trying to contend. It's like y'all want to contend, but y'all trying to contend y'all way, trying to do it differently instead of going after the big free agents. So let me give you these 2 young players and give us Jimmy, and then the Rockets got some cap space because they're not. Fred VanVleet is not coming back. I think he comes back on a cheaper deal, if anything. I don't think they pick up that option for 40-something mil. That's what I think. So get that off our books that we can sign Jimmy. And hey, if they get, let's just hypothetically say they get Jimmy. You have Amin, Jalen, Jimmy, whoever they move to the Jabari's gone. So Tari Eason and Sengun. Hey, that's
not bad.
decent.
That's good. But if I'm the Heat, like I'm giving you a star, and we've seen what Gobert went for. We've seen what Gobert went for. We've seen what Donovan Mitchell went for. We've seen what all these other stars went for. You're gonna have to give me some picks on top of Jabari and Cam Whitmore. You got to give me some
Donovan
picks.
Mitchell is young than Jimmy, so
I mean, but Jimmy's still a star.
But he's older. You just said that you wouldn't even sign the man. So why would I give up picks for an older dude?
Because you making a move like that,
and he doesn't play.
You making a move like that, you're in win now mode. So if I know you're in win now mode, I got to get as much as I can for you. Like I said, Cam and Jabari, those are good starting pieces, but I need a little bit more than that.
What if
That's
I add
still
Reece
Jimmy
Shepard in
Butler,
there?
like he didn't will them, like he didn't will them. You said Reece Shepard?
What if I add him in there?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I think that's too much. And you had OKC at 3? Because I had the Rockets over OKC. I had them over. I feel like them. Hey, the two at that time they were the top 2 seeds. They still the top 2 seeds now. But at that time, the Rockets beating the Thunder. Fred VanVleet was going toe to toe with Shea. Hey, I was 30. Like, that moves me. So I was like, man, 38. I think the Rockets they should be ahead of OKC. But OKC, I have no problem with them being like. I feel like right now, at least, I think OKC is probably like better right now. I don't think they clearing them right now, at least in this time. And right now as we speak, I think they're not clearing them. I think the Rockets are for real.
Yeah, I got the Thunder over the Rockets, simply because of record. And I wouldn't say that they're right. Yeah, right now without Chet, they're not clearing them. They're not clearing them without Chet. Right now is evenly matched because they have the bodies to throw at. They have the bodies to throw at Shea and Jalen Williams. If you cut off one of those heads, you have a chance of beating the Thunder.
And obviously, we still got the Cavs and the Celtics. We still got the Celtics at 1-2. I mean, Celtics, even though the Cavs beat them on Sunday, I feel like the Celtics, they're still the Celtics,
They're
man.
still a better team. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think
They're
they're
still
the
a better
better.
team.
I still think, but it's just surprising that I had to put the Hawks and the Bucks. They've been playing some good ball. They still playing some good ball, even though they just lost to the Hawks last night. They still playing some good ball, and they supposed to get Chris Middleton back Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
The Hawks surprised me though, for real, because you beat the Cavs twice. I'm like, one win. I'm like, okay, I can see that. But two?
they beat the Cavs and the Celtics, but losing twice to the Wizards.
Yeah, that's mind boggling. Like how?
For real though, how?
Like
How do
how?
you lose to the Wizards, but you can beat the two best teams in the two of the best teams in the league? Like, how is that possible? I don't think
Well,
the
I mean, you know how, like, I think it's one of them things where, oh, the Wizards are a weak team. We could beat them without trying for real, and they go out there and get beat. Whereas you facing the Cavs and the Celtics, you gotta play your A game the whole 48 minutes.
but the thing is, that game against the Cavs the second time, they beat them convincingly though.
Yeah, they did.
They
They
beat them
did.
convincingly though.
They did.
And you can't even beat the Wizards? Bro, the Wizards only have 2 wins, and that's against y'all. So we being honest, they should be 0 and whatever. Like
Yeah.
they should be 0 and whatever. But that's it for our week 6 power rankings. Now we're gonna go with our takeaways from the week. Do you have any takeaways? Any top performers?
I mean, well, we just talked about Fred versus OKC. He had that 38. Um, Victor's triple double.
I had that.
Victor had 34, 14, and 11. My only thing with Victor is, why can't you rebound consistently like this every single night? It's been multiple times Victor has had under 10 rebounds. Ain't no way you should not. You should walk away with every game with at least 10 rebounds. At least.
Or at
You know
least
what I'm
9.
saying? Like, you got to be right there, bro. And he's not doing that. But Victor's. Then Scotty Barnes versus the Pacers. He had 35, 6, and 9. If Scotty didn't get injured, I think the Raptors record would be way better than what. Well, I wouldn't say way better, but it'll be better than what it is now.
They're 7-15.
Yeah, so I could easily with Scotty, I could see them being 10 and 12,
Oh, better
or
than the
or
Pistons. Oh, better
yeah,
than the
or
Pistons.
11.
Ah,
I
remember
mean,
when we
Cade was
got
hurt
to
for some of them
we
games. Cade
yeah,
was hurt for some of them games.
he was, and they still losing. Still losing, brother.
And they lost a lot of close games. Don't forget about that. They
Oh,
lost
you
a
talking
lot of
about the
close games.
Pistons? Oh, you talking
The
about the
Pistons,
Pistons?
yeah, the Pistons lost. They lost at least 4 close games, at least. And then I got Norman Powell versus the Blazers. He dropped 30 points against his old team.
That's
And then Harden versus the Nuggets. He had 39,
he went
9, and
crazy.
11.
He went
Yeah.
crazy. And then I think yesterday he has a stinker, or the other day he has a stinker.
Yeah, against the T-Wolves?
Was that against the T-Wolves? He had a stinker.
T-Wolves just blew them out.
My takeaways is Donovan Mitchell against the Cavs. He had dropped 35 points, and he had 30 points in the second half. He literally willed that team. He was like, I'm not folded, man. We gonna beat them.
You said Donovan Mitchell versus the Cavs.
Oh, my bad. Donovan Mitchell versus the Celtics. My bad. Donovan Mitchell versus the Celtics. He willed that team. He had 35 points and dropped 30 in the second half. Like, he said, they got us in Boston, and let's get them at our crib. The thing is, we haven't seen both of these teams fully healthy when they faced off, because I think Jaylen Brown didn't play that game against the Cavs. Porzingis played, I think. I think he did. Because then the Cavs, when they played in Boston, they had a lot of role players, a lot of good role players. I think Karis LeVert didn't play. Isaiah Okoro didn't play. So we need to see when they're fully healthy. That's what we need to see. Another one. And we'll go talk more. We actually go talk about it right after like all this. Tyler Hero dropped 31 points last night against the Lakers. I had 9 3-pointers. Tyler Hero has been playing really good, man. I've already said he's my favorite Caucasian player. Tyler Hero been hooping. Like he has. He's been their best player all year. He's literally been their best player for the Heat all year. Because Jimmy been in and out the lineup. Bam has been bad. Did you see that stat on Bam? He's 12 for 39 on layups.
Yep.
Wow.
That's horrible. That's
and they
horrible.
showed and it was like a video on like Twitter. Man, he was missing a lot of layups.
Hey man, Dan needs some explanation to do. Since the Heat been losing, Dan ain't said one word in the group chat. Soon as they win,
No,
though,
he said something yesterday.
you notice he always they won.
Bro, he ain't a real Heat fan. I ain't believing that, bro. He ain't no real Heat fan. Luka versus the Grizzlies. That was a good W. You know, Luka.
Mhm.
I think that was his third game back, coming back from injury, and he dropped 37, 12, and 4. This is like a Luka game. And low key, if we're being honest, I know Luka missed some time, but to his standards, he's not having like a good season. Well, at least a Luka season. He's not having a Luka type year. Like we're used to like my bad. I was just gonna say we're used to like 20, like 20, like 9 and like 9 and almost 9 assists. I think he's averaging like 27 and like 7-7. So this is kind of a down year for Luka so far.
Yeah, well, since I've been looking, he came in with I think it was his calf to start the season. Yeah. He really hasn't, like, I was watching him. He still looked like he's kind of hurt. Like unless that's just Luka in general, he's jogging up the court, walking up the court. Either he's not fully back in shape or he's still bothered by that injury a little bit. But yeah, he's been dealing with injuries since the season first started. So that could be a reason why his production is down.
Right. Last year he averaged 33, 8, 9. This year he's averaging 29, 7, and 8. I mean, to a regular person, hey, that's still great stats. But
that's
to Luka's standards, it's like it's kind of a down year. But I mean, he's gonna get it together. He's gonna get it together. And hey man, Josh Giddey against the Nets. Josh Giddey had a triple-double.
Yes, sir. Got him on my fantasy team.
He gave what did he give you, like 80 points?
Yep. I think it was like 84, 86 or something like that.
And if I had to say like what I've gotten a takeaway from the past week since we've been off, I can honestly say the Lakers are very mid. They're a very mid team. They are a very mid team. Defense is bad. I don't know what you said. I remember you said it was good, but I think you just wasn't at that time. You really didn't know, so I'll give you a pass.
No, at that time they were playing good defense. At that time,
they're basically almost at the like bottom in almost everything. Like
yes, they're at the bottom. Yeah, they're like 26 or they literally like right at the bottom.
Yeah, they are a pretty bad team. LeBron ain't looking right, but we'll get more into LeBron in a bit. Another takeaway, the New Orleans Pelicans need to throw away the season. Just throw it away, bro. This season's over with already. They are, bro, it's like, I get it. You have a whole bunch of injuries, but it's like, y'all not even fighting. Every time I look up, y'all just losing. Y'all just getting blown out. Just throw away the season. Just throw it away.
What you think they're going to do with Zion? I mean, because now they're talking about they might want to keep bringing. They're talking about they want to keep Brandon Ingram now. So it's like the odd man out was you got to trade at least Brandon Ingram, Zion, or CJ. You got to trade one of them.
Well, they said either they're going to trade Brandon Ingram or he's gonna sign like an extension with us because you saw that he basically denied that trade to Utah. I mean, I don't blame him. It's
He got no
Utah.
trade clause.
I don't think he got no trade clause, but depending on who you are, you got some type of power.
I feel, bro. If what was
No, I
they
think
said
no.
trade?
Wait. Take that back. I'm sorry, my bad. His willingness to not sign an extension with the Jazz, and I think the Jazz said,
Okay,
we're good.
okay,
Because you don't want to
okay.
trade him and he's just not going to
He's not
resign.
gonna. Yeah,
That don't make
yeah,
sense.
make no
So
sense.
my bad. That's what it really was.
I was gonna say, 'cause I'm like, who is he to say he's not going to Utah? Like what? Like I understand you, Brandon Ingram, but you ain't got that much power.
I'm-
One of them got to go though. One of them got to go. Like you said, I think they should just say, forget the season, get a lottery pick, get some more talent on your team, and move from there. But they got to trade one of them.
Let me look real quick. Do you have any takeaways? Anything you've seen from the past week?
I mean, besides those performances,
no, just from a team or anything. Yeah, New Orleans they will have the second pick right now.
They have second pick
right now.
No, I don't have any other takeaways. Honestly, if I was them, I would try to get the big out of Maryland, Derek Queen. That brother's nice.
He is.
Yeah, he's nice.
I know. I gotta watch him. I'm not gonna lie. And we'll probably get into some college later though. But yeah, that's probably it for our performances and takeaways for the week. We've been off a week, so we did see a lot of basketball. I saw some takeaways. We saw some very good performances. But yeah, that's it. Now we're gonna talk about is LeBron James Washed. LeBron James has been playing not LeBron. I have the stats. In his last 10 games, LeBron has averaged 19 points, 8 boards, 8 assists, 5 turnovers. He's shooting 43% from the field, but he's shooting 21% from the 3 and 68% from the free throw line. That's his fewest points in a 10-game stretch since his rookie year, since 2003. Worst true shooting percentage in a 10-game stretch since 2007. And fifth worst plus minus in a 10-game span in his career. Do you think LeBron James is washed?
No, bro. LeBron is not washed. I think LeBron is just tired. We're forgetting that he's 40 years old with 20 years of the NBA on his legs. And as an athlete, usually the first thing to go is your lower half, which is your legs and stuff. So I wouldn't say LeBron is washed. I just think he's tired right now. They're not load managing him correctly.
They're not
He
low
shouldn't be
managing him at
playing.
all. He's not low managing at
They're
all.
they're not doing it correctly. He's playing too many minutes to be that old. You have to preserve him for the playoffs. I know you want to get up to a hot start. That way, throughout the season, you can coast. But you can't be playing LeBron all these minutes and think he's not gonna get tired. If you keep playing LeBron as long as you have, as JJ has, he's gonna get the same production the whole season.
I do not think LeBron James is washed. I think he's going through like a slump. I agree. He's playing too many. I think he's playing a lot of minutes. AD is still playing good, but in the last couple of games, he hasn't been Anthony Davis. Austin Reeves is hurt. That's like your third best player. D'Lo, man, D'Lo be tweaking sometimes, bro. He gotta go. I'm not gonna cap.
I don't think he want to
Vincent,
be there no more either. I don't think he want to be there no more either.
good riddance, buddy. We don't want you. We don't want you. D'Lo's not good. Well, at least for the Lakers, not good. Maybe if he goes somewhere else, he could probably turn it around. But for the Lakers, he ain't good. They don't have a bench. Like Jared Vanderbilt supposed to come back in like January, bro. Jared Vanderbilt's just there in Miami, not Miami, in LA for the vibes. Christian Wood is, I don't know where he's at. Jackson Hayes is injured again. Bruh. This team is mid. They were actually good. I had the third in the freaking power rankings. They didn't even sniff it this time. They didn't even sniff it. I didn't even think of them even being there. After you lose by 40 points against the Miami Heat, you lose by 40.
To the Heat.
You lose by 40, you're not even sniffing it. I don't even care who you beat. Losing by 40 is crazy. But JJ Redick got to come up with something, man. Because now we seeing comparisons. This was the record when Darvin Ham was here and JJ Redick. And it's like, is it the coach or is it the players? I'm moving towards it being the players and just the team in general, bro. The team's just not good.
Yeah, but when you look at JJ's team versus Darvin Ham's team, JJ's team looks better. They didn't even look like they wanted to go out there and play for Darvin Ham for real. JJ offense looks better. The defense is still atrocious. I think when Vanderbilt coming back, it's gonna help. But losing by 40 to the Heat, that's unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable at all. I was watching that game, bro. Soon as the jump ball came up, bro, they looked lackadaisical, bro. They was throwing lazy passes. LeBron threw some lazy passes. D'Lo threw some lazy passes. D'Lo missing easy layups. Nobody was getting back on defense. They wasn't contesting threes. They got out rebounded. I'm like, bro, y'all let the Heat shoot 51% from three. The Heat only have 2 3-point shooters, Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero. Who else do they got as a 3-point shooter, a 3-point threat? Terry Rozier's been shooting. He's been shooting terrible this year.
Oh, he's been bad this year, period. He's been bad.
Yeah, so it's like you really only have 2 threats from the outside, and y'all let them shoot the whole entire team shoot 51%. That's crazy.
Guess where the Lakers' opponent shooting percentage is? Guess where they're ranked?
28.
30. Dead last at 48%. So basically they shoot 50% against y'all, and they're 22 in points per game with 115. They're giving up that much. The defense is bad, man. And I do think it's because LeBron is not playing good. Anthony Davis has not been playing Anthony Davis ball, but I think it's the roster construction. I think Rob Pelinka needs to. I think he has to do something. And look, LeBron is basically. I don't think this is his last year in the league. I think next year will be his last year in the league. And if some people want to say this is last year, that's fine. But I do think you got to do something to make that roster better. If you do believe that the Lakers can win a championship, you have to do something.
I think they still can win with LeBron, bro. They still can. But the only way to do that is, like you said, you have to get more talent around him and more pieces around him. And on top of that, like you said, stop playing him all those minutes. You have to preserve his legs for playoff time. LeBron low-key's been, to me, it's like he's been playing tired since they lost to the Magic. Since that Magic game, I feel like he's been tired ever since. Yeah, and they've been on a losing streak since then.
They're either losing or barely winning.
Barely winning. But yeah, they have to load manage LeBron correctly, and like you said, get some more pieces around him, because this is not it.
Trade Jalen Hood-Schifino. Trade that man. Y'all don't even use him. Y'all drafted that man, like in the teens for nothing? Don't even play him. Like, what are we doing? I think another thing is, and I don't think, since really, like, I don't even want to count that. Honestly, I don't even want to count those, because technically they really did develop them. Since who knows when, the Lakers suck at developing young players. Because I was going to say since D'Lo, Lonzo, and Randall and Ingram, but they didn't even do that. They didn't even develop
Maybe Ingram.
them.
I think Ingram. Ingram was there for a minute. Ingram was there for a minute before the trade.
For like 2 years?
No, I think Brandon Ingram was there for like 3, maybe 4. I think he was there for a minute.
But do you think he plays like how he is now with LeBron?
He was starting to get into it. I don't like. It was like They traded him that year before he took off. Let me see.
They traded him. They traded him. Let me see. It's too much.
Yeah, he was with the Lakers for 3 seasons.
Okay.
So and then that 4th season is when he broke out. So they
Because he
traded
played
him.
with
They
LeBron for that
traded
1
him.
year.
Yeah. Because they traded him right before he broke out. So I'll say Brandon Ingram if anybody that they probably developed. Other than that,
I give him Kyle
there
Kuzma.
besides Kobe. Yeah,
I give him
Kuzma,
Kyle
and then what?
Kuzma.
Kobe.
But
Kobe.
I'm just talking
what,
about. I mean, Kobe was a long time ago, so I won't even count Kobe. I'm just talking about kind of recently, since probably like 2010. Like, who have they really
developed since
developed?
Kobe besides them? Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, really, nobody. Not off the top of my head. There probably is somebody that I can think of, but trade those dudes, bruh. Not Dalton, though. Dalton can stay. But trade Jalen Hood Schifino, Maxwell Lewis, just in the G League, just hooping. Don't even play him.
He got talent. I think he got Max Lewis. I think he got talent. He's athletic. He got high energy.
Francisco, my guy, what's up? Father time catching up from up my glorious king. Yeah. I ain't gonna say all that just yet. Okay, off the top of your head, who would you go after? Would you go after, say, another scorer? Would you go after another big?
Big. I think they need to go after another big. I think them going after another big allows AD to stay fresh. It allows AD to roam, and it protects LeBron because LeBron likes to play matador defense. So he'll stay in front of you for a little while, then let you go past him, send you straight to the big. But yeah, I think another big because with scoring, you got Reeves, got Bron, you got AD, you got Dalton. So you still got some scoring. Go get another big. Go get another big to give AD some rest. And to take some and takes away some defensive liabilities from LeBron and AD. So I think they need to go get another big. I think that'll clear up some stuff. It ain't gonna fix everything, but it's gonna clear up some stuff.
Try y'all hardest to go get Walker Kessler. Try to go get him.
You know they're gonna want some picks for him.
That's fine. Y'all can take that 2031. That pick is valuable. That 2029 and 2031 pick, because LeBron's not gonna be there. And let's just say what we in 20, we're gonna be at 25. So that's gonna be 4 years from now, right? Let's just say the Lakers are mid or probably bad, and Anthony Davis is like, I want to get out of here. Then they really gonna be bad. Then that pick could be high. That's why that's why the Lakers be valuing those 2 picks so much, because they know LeBron's not gonna be there, and they're most likely not gonna be good. So try to go get that pick. I give you the 2029 though. I throw D'Lo in there.
I'll say if once LeBron retires, I think AD will probably stay like a year to see what the Lakers are gonna do. Then after that, he gone. He gone after that. If they don't do nothing in that 1 year, or if they don't do nothing in that 1 year or talk about doing something within that 1 year to keep him to stay, he's gonna leave, bro. Because what's your point in ending your career in LA losing?
He likes LA. He likes LA.
And he already got a ring, so.
Francisco, they need a center and give AD a year or 2 at power forward, and if it doesn't work, it's over for LeBron, AD, and the Lakers organization. And it's looking like it ain't good now. Who do they even play next? Who do they play tomorrow? I don't even know.
The Lakers?
Yeah, I don't even know.
The Lakers play.
Trade D'Lo. If you got to give up Rui, give him up. Got to do something. So you think they shouldn't go after Zach LaVine?
They play the Hawks.
Been on a roll. Where is it at?
They at the Hawks.
Okay. So you think they shouldn't go after Zach LaVine?
I don't think so. That's not gonna solve. Their biggest problem right now is defense. That's their biggest problem. You just got blown out by the Miami Heat, who barely have any offense. So it's like they need to go get some D. They need to go get some defense. They need to go get them a center. They need to go. Zach LaVine is not going to do anything because it's not like Zach LaVine is like an OG, like he's a 3-and-D.
Yeah.
Or he's like a Mikal Bridges or something like that. Zach's a scorer. He could probably play a little bit of defense, but not enough to save y'all.
Well, the Lakers are mid. LeBron is not washed. I still believe in them. I still believe in my glorious king. The Lakers, they'll get it together, and LeBron will get out the slump. He'll get out of it. But that's it for is LeBron is washed. Now we're going to be rating our watchable NBA teams. We're going to be going through all 30 teams and just give a grade of what's the grade of watching them. That's all we're going to do, from 1 to 10. And we'll just go start in order. The Cleveland Cavaliers. What is your grade by watching them?
I get them like a 7. I give them a 7.
I give them an 8. I think they somewhat excited, man. Especially this year, their offense is good. I actually looked it up. They're like top 10 in offense. They're like really high in the offensive category because last year they really wasn't high. But I feel like they're excited. They're a really exciting team to watch. The Celtics.
Low key, I think this one surprised people. I give the Celtics like a 4 or 5, bro. I do not like watching the Celtics. They won the championship already last year. There isn't any type. Now, if they were having like a bad season, yeah, I would watch them because I want to see why y'all having a bad season. But since we know they're gonna be back in the finals, or if not in the Eastern Conference Finals, there ain't no need to watch them.
I would give the Celtics a 5. Well, 1, I do agree. It's like they're probably gonna go back to the finals, and every time I look up, they're winning majority of the time and blowing somebody out. And Nobody wants to watch a team just getting blowing out somebody all the time. Like that's all they're so stacked, and it's like we gotta watch it because that's our job. But at the end of the day, it's like, bruh, they be smacking people, bruh. They just smacked the Heat the other day and barely half their team wasn't there. But the thing is, they're so stacked, it don't even matter.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. I'm going to give them a 5. The Orlando Magic.
I'm giving Orlando, well, right now, I'm giving them a 6. But if once Paulo's back, I'm giving them an 8 or a 9. And that's all because of Paulo.
Yeah,
that's all crazy. Because of Paulo.
Franz can't get a 9 just from him?
He got him a 6.
A 6 is a D.
Still watchable.
That's a D.
Still watchable. That's still watchable.
Hey, you barely giving him the 9. You're barely giving him the 9. At least with Paul, you said 8, 9. That's depending on where it is, that's a B. Almost an A. Franz only getting a D? That's crazy. Low key though, I'm gonna give them a 6 too. I'm gonna give them a 6 too. I feel like the Magic, they're a good team, but offense is just sometimes it don't be looking sexy, man. The offense just don't look fluid and sexy. So it's like I don't want to watch that, but they're still a good team, so I'm gonna watch them. The New York Knicks.
I give the Knicks about an 8. I think now that they've gotten Cat, that offense has been more potent, like we've said it would have. And then on top of that, it's a Tibbs team that's scoring a lot of points. We've never seen a Tibbs team score this many points, so that's pretty exciting to see. And then of course, like I said, they got 2 superstars at the Garden. Like that's of course you want to see that. So.
I give them,
and they're relevant. They're relevant again.
Well, what haven't they been relevant the past couple of years though? Don't you think they were relevant?
Yeah, when they had Julie, but not like this. Like this team with Cat, it got a bigger buzz around his name.
I give the Knicks. I want to say 9, but I give them an 8. Their offense is really good this year. Like their offense is really good. Cat is having one of his best years in general. And Jalen Brunson's still Jalen Brunson. And OG has been playing good. So I like watching the Knicks. They're a good team to watch. Low key, if League Pass on, I'll watch them.
Now, when that trade first happened, we both called it. We said that the offense was going to be amazing. I know I said that Cat has had his best years under Thibodeau, and look what he's doing now. He's having another career year under Thibodeau. So Knicks are really good. I like watching the Knicks.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
I give Milwaukee a 7, and it's watching them is ugly. Like it looks like an ugly game the entire time. And the only reason why I like watching them is because of Dame. I'm not really a
Damn, not
big
even
Giannis
Giannis?
fan. No, I'm not really a big Giannis fan. I mean, I mess with Giannis, but I'm not really a Giannis fan. I'm more of a Dame fan. That's why I watch him. But I give him a 7. I give him a 7.
I'm gonna give Milwaukee. I give Milwaukee a 6. Low key, it's really just Brook Lopez shooting threes, Dame shooting threes, Giannis just running dunk, fullback. It's like I don't like watching that. I mean, when Giannis go crazy, obviously I'm gonna watch it. But it's like just sitting there and watching it, it's like, bruh, this don't look exciting. It don't.
No, I don't.
It don't look exciting sometimes. I mean, Giannis and Dame are raw. They're amazing. But some it's like offense is like, nah, I give him a 6. The Atlanta Hawks.
I'll give him a 6. And even though they've been playing good so far this season, it's still the Hawks. And the Hawks their team is okay. They've been playing good, okay. But nothing really draws you to that team besides Trey. Other than Trey, nothing else really draws you to Atlanta, makes you want to watch an Atlanta Hawks game.
No
So
Dyson
I'm
Daniels
giving them
defense.
6.
No Dyson Daniels
People-
defense.
Half the people that watch our pod and watch basketball probably don't even know who Dyson Daniels is. They don't really
I give
have
him a
no
7.
sexy names besides Trey.
I give him a 7. And that's because of Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson is cold, bro. He is amazing, bro. He is amazing. Like, I really just tune in for him, honestly. And Trae Young, too. Trae Young be hooping, too. Like, don't get me wrong. Trae Young is still Trae Young. But, hey, man, Jalen Johnson, he be hooping. And Dyson Daniels be hooping, too, man. Dyson Daniels, he him, man. He's him. But I give them a 7.
Chill, talking about him. He's having a good
Hey.
season.
He's him, man. Dyson Daniels is him. He out here getting 8 steals a game, basically, low key.
Bro, he averaged like 3. I think they came out yesterday. He averaged exactly 3 a game.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
Yeah.
steals.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat.
3. I don't turn on a Miami Heat game unless it's like a nationally televised game or they're going against somebody good. Other than that, I'm not. Or unless I got a bet on them. Other than that, I'm not watching no Heat game.
I'm gonna say a 2. Bruh, they could barely score over 100. I know they scored like 130 yesterday, but they barely be scoring over 100 points. Nobody want to watch that slow tempo type offense. Who wants to watch that? Bro, like, yeah, we like Jimmy, Bam is Bam, Tyler Hero, he gonna do his thing, but bruh, unless you like a legit fan, ain't nobody tuning into no Miami Heat, bro. Oh, let me get that popcorn. Let me get them French fries and hot dogs right. No,
bro, their own fans don't show up until halftime.
That's crazy. Okay,
that's crazy.
Empty.
Huh?
Some of them seats do be empty though.
Yeah, and then like by the third quarter, they'd be filled up. They come to Heat games late. They own fans do that.
The Brooklyn Nets.
1.
Not a 1. Hey, why is it ain't a 1?
I have not watched one Brooklyn Nets game this season.
Not.
I have not. No, that's cap. That's cap. I watched
the
first game Ben came back. The first game Ben came back, that's the one I watched. Other than that, I have not watched no Brooklyn games, bro. None.
Bro, unless Cam Thomas going on the heater, That'd probably be the only time I'm watching it, bro. I'm gonna give them a straight 1, and that's just being nice. They probably should get a 0 low key, but I'm gonna give them a 1. Bro, I don't think no one tunes into Nets games, and there's nothing against them. I think they got some decent players like Cam Johnson, Claxton, Schroeder, Smith, but bro, ain't nobody tuning into them, bro. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
they on a fire sale too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, they on a
We
fire
knew
sale
they
too.
was gonna have to. We knew they was gonna trade all them. The Chicago Bulls.
I give the Bulls a 4. That's our hometown team. I mean, I don't really like watching them. The basketball is nasty. We already know Zach don't want to be there. Vucevic don't look like he want to be there. And then we got. I'm not even gonna say that. That's bad for you too. But then we got Josh Giddey. He's
Oh
basically
man, he's about to say
don't.
some wild shit.
Yeah.
He's
You
about to
can't
say
say
some
that for you
wild.
too.
He's about to say something
But
wild.
yeah, I give them a 4. I give them a 4.
I give them a 5, bruh. And I feel like sometimes they kind of start out slow, bro. You know they give up 124 points per game.
No,
They are
I did not know that.
terrible.
I did not know that. I did not
Bro,
know
I
that.
saw that the other day. I'm like, and then I was looking at like the points, bro. It's 117, 120 something. I think they gave up 130 something to Memphis, and I think 140 to Houston. It's like y'all don't even play no type of defense.
Defense, none at all.
Like Vucevic is having a really good year, but sometimes I always look up Zach LaVine might have 5 points, then he tried to tee up late, and it's like, nah, I'm giving y'all a 5.
It's ugly. It's ugly to watch.
The Indiana Pacers.
I give the Pacers a 6. They still have one of the highest paced teams in the league. And then Tyrese loves passing the ball, so I like watching them because of that. And then Ben Mathurin, I like watching the Pacers basically for those two. I give them about a 6.
I'm giving him a 6. Tyrese has not been playing good this year. He'll have like 2 good games and have 4 stinkers. So, like, and yeah, they're somewhat of a good fast paced team. They're not as fast paced as last year. They were a fast paced team last year. They're nowhere near that this year. And they've been losing. And like at Ben Mathurin, I've been saying Ben Mathurin's a good player. He's just a shot chucker. He don't even be looking to pass. He's looking to just score. And that's what he's good for, to score. But I give the Pacers a 6, man. Sometimes if it ain't for Tyrese, that's my guy, but I ain't tuning in for them. The Detroit Pistons.
Oh, what? Come on now, 10. I love watching
Oh,
the Pistons.
man.
Every time the Pistons game is on, I watch the Pistons, man. I believe in them young Bulls. Yeah, I like the Pistons. I like what they're doing. I like their team. I like that they finally got some pieces around Cade. I watch them because I want to see what Cade's gonna do. I want to see what Jaden Ivey's gonna do. I just want to see the development of the team as a whole. Because I think they got a lot of core pieces, and a lot of good pieces to turn that organization around. So I watch them because of that.
I'm giving them a 6.
Damn.
Bruh, if it's just for Cade. Like, that's really it. It's for Cade. Jaden Ivey has been playing really good this year. Tobias Harris has been inconsistent. Jalen Duren he's having a decent year, but we think he should be way better than how he's playing. Like, I ain't tuned in to watch no Tim Hardaway Jr. and Malik Beasley. And they still losing. They're still losing.
I mean, but yeah. See, it's like that argument we had. Was it a week or two ago? It's how you losing, bro. It's not like they getting blown out every single game like they used to do. Like
That's
a year
true.
before, the year before this, every game they was in that they lost, they were getting blown out.
No, that's true though. That's true, but they are still losing. They're playing better than what they was last year. They about to beat
Yeah, for
how many
sure.
wins they got last year. What was it? 16 wins, I think. I think it was 16 off the top of my head. They already got 9. They're 9-15. So they're playing better. But I give them a 6. The Toronto Raptors.
3. It's better than the Nets, but a 3. And the only reason why I watch the Raptors is because of Scotty Barnes.
I'm
Well,
giving
and
them a
RJ.
2. I'm giving them a 2. Bro, I do not be tuning in no Raptors games like that, bro. And they barely got any national. I don't even think they have nationally televised games this year, if we're being
I think they got
honest.
like 1 or 2. I think they got like 1 or 2.
I don't even know what it is then, but that don't matter. I do not tune in to no Raptors game, especially when Scotty was out. But yeah, Scotty is back in. I like Scotty. Scotty is a really good player, but I ain't tuning in to no Raptors games, man. I'm really not. So 2. The Charlotte Hornets.
I'm giving them a 8. I'm giving them an 8. And that's all because of Melo. That's literally all because of Melo. I want to see Melo hoop. I want to see Melo pull up from half court. I wanted him to do. I think one day in the league he gonna pull off some Chino Hill stuff. I think he gonna come down the
He
court,
did.
point at
You
half
remember that?
court.
Didn't you? Don't you remember that shot? Who did they play? They played against somebody. He did a 3 off 1 foot, off 1 leg. That was some Chino Hill stuff. He did
Yeah,
that.
I want to see. I want him to come down, point at half court, just pull him up, splash. Man, I love Melo, bro. I love watching Melo hoop.
I give him a 7. They still losing, but it's really because of Melo and Brandon Miller. Like that's it. That is literally it. Melo is box office. He's a box office player.
That's a good backcourt between them two. Melo and Brandon Miller. They need to build around that. They still haven't found no big for them for real. But
Well, they got one. I think Mark Williams is a good player. He's just hurt all the time. I think he's good. I think he's a good player. I know the Hornets like, man, thank God we picked Miller over Scoot Henderson. Well, I know they happy.
So what they missing? What they missing then? Because they got Miles.
I want to say they're kind of missing some more size. Miles is what 6'9" I think, and I think they're kind of missing more shooting.
Brandon Miller is like 6'9". Well, it's like 6. He between 6'6" and 6'9".
He ain't big though.
Nah, he's skinny.
Guy. And I think they're missing more shooting. Like I think that's what they're missing. Grant Williams did provide the 3-and-D, but he's out for the year. I think they really missing some more like consistent shooting though. But I give them you gave them an 8. I gave them a 7. I give them a 7. The Philadelphia 76ers. I ain't gonna lie, they're a 0 for me.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
They're not good.
If everybody was healthy, I'd give it an 8. Nah, but since everybody's injured, bro, I don't watch it. I don't watch it.
I'm giving the Sixers a straight 0. Straight 0. Last team in the East, the Wizards. 0.
Don't watch them.
Bruh, they're on a 15-game losing streak.
They shouldn't even be 2-15.
They're on a 15-game losing streak, so 0. Now we're going to go to the West. And Francisco said the Thunder. Speaking of the Thunder, what do we rate them?
I give them a 9. I like watching Thunder. I like watching Shea and Jalen Williams hoop. And then I just like seeing that OKC team hoop in general. Because they GM is who? Sam Presti, right?
Yep, Sam Presti.
Yeah, I like how he built that team around and turned that team around. And I'm invested. I'm invested to see what they do if they can actually get a chip to OKC.
I'm gonna give OKC a 9. They're a fun team to watch, man. They got a lot of young players on that team. Shea is amazing. J-Dub is having a really good year. J-Dub is having a good year. J-Dub?
Mm-hmm. He playing like one.
All-star for J-Dub. I think he has an argument. Like one. I think J-Dub has an argument.
He definitely playing like one.
I think J-Dub has an argument, but I really like that team. They're a fun team. They play free flowing, man. Like they go out there. They some dogs, man. And Isaiah Hartenstein has been back. He's been amazing. I feel like he's been such an amazing player for them. The rebounding and the defense for them. It's not Chet defense, but man, it's good enough. They are a really good team to watch. The Houston Rockets.
I give the Houston Rockets an 8. Again, they another young team like OKC. They got a lot of talent on that team, and from a man, Jordan Clarkson Jr. Fred, Jabari, Cam, like they got a lot of Sengun. they got a lot of young talent over there, and I want to see how they develop and have the Rockets try to turn around their organization too.
I'm gonna give them an 8. I like him, man. Sengun has been their best player. Sengun is an all-star too, just like I said with Franz. Sengun is an all-star player for them right now. I would vote for him as an all-star. He has been playing good. Jalen Green has still been up and down recently, but he's still like a high-flying type player. That team is really good, and I like watching that young team. They're ahead of schedule. The Houston Rockets are ahead of schedule, and by watching them, and they be out there just playing. Fred just be jacking up threes, but that don't matter. They still be hooping, man. I'm gonna give them an 8.
Hey, do you think that? So after this season, then they should have been playing like this, and so next season they should have been playing like this instead of this season.
I think so. I think this was supposed to be kind of a better year than last year, but just not like this. They're way ahead of schedule. They are good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what nobody said. Nobody thought the Rockets. I mean, I said it was like a hot take, but I didn't think really they would be like top 2 in the West. No, I don't care what nobody says. Nobody thought the Houston Rockets would be top 2. I mean, we almost at like a quarter of the season now.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still long. So we still got what 60-something games.
I still think they're gonna be top 4 though. I still believe that. The Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, my boys, a 10. Of course, I love watching them. Kyrie and Luka. Of course, I watch every game.
Yeah, you're a Mavericks fan. Tried to tell you.
No,
You just wanted
I'm a
to
Kyrie and Luka fan. Because if they were to leave those teams, I would not watch a Dallas Maverick game ever again. Unless they got another one of my favorite players on them.
That's fine, but you technically are a Mavericks fan, though. Technically, I'm gonna give them a 9. I think they are very good. Kyrie is one of the most gifted players in the league ever. Luka is one of the best players in the league. Well, same. Yeah, history is the same thing I meant, but you know what I meant. Luka has been playing good. The Mavericks, they are a really good team. So I like watching them. I like watching Luka and Kyrie do their thing, man. Give them a 9. The Memphis Grizzlies.
I give them an 8. And that's all because of Ja. I want to see what type of antics Ja do. I mean, even though he just came out and said he wasn't dunking like that no more to prevent injuries, I still want to see Ja poke on somebody. I love his acrobatic layups, his flashiness. Ja's box office too. So I just love watching Ja. If Ja's not playing, I'm not watching the Memphis Grizzlies. I think nobody is, unless you're a Memphis fan.
No Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson love?
Desmond Bane has been playing bad. He just picked it up when Ja came back. And Jaren Jackson, you know how we feel about him. Until that man started getting us 10 rebounds. Until he started getting me 10 rebounds, I ain't watching nothing.
Well, maybe that's just not him. Maybe we need to come to the realization he's just not going to rebound like he should.
7 foot for no reason.
I'm gonna give the Grizzlies an 8 because of Ja Morant, one of the most box office high flying players in the NBA. And like you said, he did say he's not going to dunk. I do believe he's probably telling the truth, but I do believe it's somewhat of a cap because I feel like when he's going in there to dunk, he gonna try and dunk. So I don't think, but they are a really good team, and they're number 3 in the West. You already had them top 4, so they're doing what you said they was gonna do. I like watching Memphis though. I like watching Ja, Desmond Bane. Scottie Pippen Jr. been playing good though, and when Ja don't play, he been hooping. I give him his credit. So I give.
Hey, do you think the Lakers should have kept him?
They should, but think about it. The Lakers we just said it. They don't know how to develop players. They should have, but because I thought Scottie Pippen Jr. was good coming out of Vanderbilt. I thought he was decent.
I did too.
I thought he was decent. They get him and he don't do nothing for them. He did nothing. Just be wasting. But the Phoenix Suns.
See, this one is tricky because all of them they've been healthy. All 3 have played like a couple of games together this year. They haven't really played most of their games together. But I give it like a 7. And that's because I want to see KD and Book and Beal play.
I'm going to give it a 6. That's because it's Kevin Durant and Booker, but I ain't gonna trying to be like no hater, but none of them do nothing like surprise, like shocking or like get me out of my seat.
Spectacular.
Yeah, they don't. They go hoop. They go do their thing. Booker with the mid range, Kevin Durant mid range, and all that. But they not like a Ja or LaMelo. They ain't doing nothing that's gonna get me out my seat. But they're still a good team though.
It depends. It like they have to have big scoring nights. So they gotta
Yes.
drop like 50, 60,
Yeah.
70 in order for you to pay attention to them.
I feel
Or
like
make
when
it
they go up
exciting to watch them.
against, I feel like LaMelo, he's so box office, like it don't matter who he playing, you go watch. But the Thunder, not the
Yeah.
Thunder, but the Suns, I feel like they gotta play against a good team, and then you like, okay, let me sit
I'll
and
watch
watch
that
them.
game.
If they going up against say the Blazers, it's like I'm not watching that. The Golden State Warriors.
6, bro. I've been tired of Golden State since they won 8 chips. I've been tired of looking at them since that. But I give them a 6. Only because of Curry.
I'm giving it a 6. It's only because Curry just be smacking threes. That's it. It's not like nobody's tuning in to watch Draymond beat up somebody. No one's tuning in to watch Kuminga sit on the bench all day. Like, it's really just because of Steph. That's literally it. That's why they got all them national TV games for the Warriors, because it's Steph Curry. A 6. The LA Clippers.
I'm not gonna get on no 0. I get
I'll
on
give
like
it
a
like
4.
I was gonna say 5.
Yeah,
4 or
I
5.
give it like a 4. I give it like a 4. And the only reason why I'm watching them is for James Harden.
I'm giving it a 5. I'll be nice and give it a 5. Like, it's the Clippers. Like, if it ain't James Harden out here going crazy, it's really people tuning in.
No,
I don't think so.
no,
I don't think so. I'm giving it a 5. The Denver Nuggets. Honestly, I give it a 5
6,
too. Oh,
6. I give it 6,
you
and
better
that's
than
only
me.
because of Jokic. That's only because of Jokic, and I like Jamal Murray. I liked him ever since he came out of Kentucky.
You don't like Michael Porter Jr. shot chucking? He don't even
No,
pass the ball.
no, I don't like Michael Porter. Granted, I did think Michael Porter was gonna be the #1 pick coming out. I did think that, but he injured his back. But that's besides the point. I'll give him a 6. I only like watching him because of Murray and Jokic.
I give it a 5. They're 5. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, I give him an 8. I love watching the Lakers. See what Bron gonna do. See what AD gonna do. I like Connect. And of course, see if Bronny gonna ever get in any type of game. So
I give it an 8 because that's my team for now. LeBron James is still my glorious king. Anthony Davis is still amazing. But once LeBron come out that game, it gets nasty. It gets ugly. And I do not like watching D'Lo play. But LeBron and AD be going crazy. I'm going to give them an 8. Speaking of the Spurs, Francisco said, low-key the Spurs. To see a team with that much potential long-term is kind of cool. The mix of grandpas and youth is fun. Also, Wemby. The Spurs.
yeah, I like watching Spurs too. I agree with Francisco. I like the mix that they got of CP and Harrison Barnes. Teaching them. I think CP is gonna do numbers for their careers. Keldon, Stefan, and Devin Vassell. So I can't wait to see how they develop next year. Um, and then yeah, and of course Wemby the alien.
I'm giving it an 8 I'm giving it a 9, and that's just because Wemby is amazing. He basically gets them a 9. But Stephon Castle, he's been playing really good.
Looking like Ricky there, ain't he?
Nah, I ain't gonna go that far. But I think
Who playing better?
Jared McCain. I think he's still playing better than him right now.
They not.
I think he's still playing better than him right
Yeah,
now. Like
he's
Jared
scoring
McCain
better.
is.
He's scoring better.
I think he's just playing better right now. Like without him, probably the Sixers probably have 2 wins. Like, but
Well,
Stephon Castle has been playing good. He is playing really good, man.
I think he's a second leading scorer, ain't he?
Is he?
Yeah, I think he is.
Let me look. I'm right here. No, it's still Devin Vassell, even though he's played 7 games. He's averaging 17. But Jeremy, going off of the people that's played the most games is Keldon with 12. I'm not counting Shohan and Devin because they've only played 8 and 7 games.
How much Stephon averaging?
11, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So I give it a 9. I give him a 9. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
7.
I'm trying to, yeah. I really was gonna give it like a 4, but I was gonna give it I'm gonna give it a 5. And that's really because of Ant.
Yeah, I'm giving it 7 because of Ant, and then I want to see how this Julius Randle and Cat trade plays out. So I'm watching because their offense is still nasty.
It's bad.
It's still nasty.
It's really bad. I'm giving it a 5. Gotta go. Have a good day, Sheldon and CJ. Always delivering ball knowledge. See you, Francisco. We appreciate it, man. Love you, brother. Love you, man. The Sacramento Kings.
Kings, I'm giving a 7 too. I like seeing De'Aaron Fox hoop. I like the addition of DeMar, so I want to see what they're gonna do once it comes playoff time. Even though they really haven't looked as good as we thought they were gonna look.
I thought they'd be better than this.
Yeah, me too.
I thought they would be way better than this. I'm gonna give it a 6 because I feel like I like De'Aaron. Sabonis has played. He's always been good. Keegan Murray has not played good this year so far. Shooting wise, he's not been good. He has not been good because last year he was shooting like crazy. But if it's like De'Aaron, if he honestly, it gotta be like a close game, and then I'll tune in for like the Kings. But they're a good team. They're still they're supposed to be like a really good team, but so far they're mid and average. I give it a 6. I give the Kings a 6. The Portland Trail Blazers.
0. Well, no, that's cap.
I was gonna
I'm
give him
capping.
like
I
a
give him a 3. Yeah, I give him a 3.
I like Shane Sharp. That's my guy. I like him.
Yeah, I like Shane Sharp. I like Scoot too. I think Scoot's having a bounce back year. He's having a really good year so far. He's been injured, but so far he's having a good year.
I give it a 3. The Utah Jazz 0.
0.
Let's
not until they get Cooper.
Damn. Well, I don't mind. Hey, Cooper and Laurie. Hey, I'm all for it. I like it. But 0. And the New Orleans Pelicans 0. They're 0 right now. 0. Like, let's not waste our times. They're 0. All right, that is our rating the most watchable teams in the NBA. Now, we're going to talk about what do we want to talk about? Who are the contenders and the frauds? Charles has the teams, and we're going to say, are they contenders and frauds?
All right, first and foremost, let's start off with Atlanta Hawks. Are they contenders or frauds?
They are definitely frauds.
Yeah, they're frauds.
They are definitely some frauds, man.
They've won against the top teams so far, so I think they got a little buzz around their team as if they can make the playoffs. But I think this is just early season wins, and they're gonna fall off. Brooklyn Nets. I think contenders are frauds. Frauds. Yeah, I agree. Frauds. Clippers.
I'm gonna say they're frauds. I don't think James Harden can do enough. Even though Norman Powell's playing good, I don't think those two are good enough. Unless Kawhi comes back and is healthy, they are frauds. James Harden is hooping though. Give him his credit, but they're frauds. They're frauds.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're frauds right now, like you said, unless Kawhi comes back. Pacers.
Unfortunately, they are frauds. They're not playing good right now. Tyrese Halliburton has not been good this year. He's been very inconsistent. Like you've been saying, Ben Mathurin has been good. Pascal is still a good player, but without Tyrese doing anything, they're nothing. They're not a contender at all. So frauds.
I got the Pacers as contenders for the playoffs. I think that they're playing bad right now, of course, but I still think they're going to make their way into the playoffs. I don't think they're going to fall out of contention.
Let's revisit this back in February.
The Bulls.
Frauds. Easily frauds,
for
bro.
sure.
They're
For sure.
they're about to sell their team. They're about to sell everybody. Frauds.
Pistons.
Easily frauds, brother. Easily.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that. I think the Pistons are contenders. I think they can
We're
fight.
capping.
I
We're
think they
capping.
can fight for that play-in spot. I think they can fight. They're 11 right now. They only a game out of the 10 spot, and it's the East. So you don't think the Bulls are in the play-in right now? You don't think they can take the Bulls spot?
Could they? They could. They could. I think they're about
Especially
the
if the
same.
Bulls,
I think they're about
especially
the
if the Bulls,
same.
even if the Bulls sell. So if the Bulls let go Zach LaVine and Vucevic, they still on the same level as the Pistons?
No. Because it'll just be
Right.
Josh
So
Giddey, Kobe White.
exactly.
Now, what if
So
they don't?
that's what I'm saying.
What if the Bulls, you know how the Bulls are, what if they be like, hey, we got a chance to be in the play-in? Like, come on, bro. You know that's how the Bulls are.
I still think the Pistons will make it. I don't think the Bulls gonna make the play-in at all. Even if they do keep Zach and Vucevic.
I'm gonna say the Pistons some frauds.
Miami Heat.
Bro, easily some frauds, bro. I can't take the Heat seriously, bro. Until they hold up the trophy, bro. That's when I'll say y'all can set this, bro. Until y'all hold up the damn trophy, bro. Y'all be go ahead.
This is just contenders to make the playoffs. This is not to win the chip, just the playoffs.
Well, yeah. I mean, just to make the playoffs. The Heat are going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs. Like they're still a good team, but to win, hell no. So yeah, just to make the playoffs.
This is just to make the playoffs.
Okay, they're a contender for playoffs. Okay.
So do you still feel the same way about the Bulls and the Pistons?
I still feel the same way about them.
All right. Timberwolves.
Oh, contender easily.
Yeah.
Like even though they look bad.
Even though they are looking bad right now. The Kings.
They're a contender. I still think they got too much talent with De'Aaron, DeMar, and Sabonis. I was almost say Sengun, but Sabonis, they're still good enough to at least make a play-in and possibly win a game or two games to get into the playoffs. They're a contender. I still like the team. I still like the Kings.
The West is deep though. It's about 13 teams in the West that can make the playoffs. But the Kings, I'm gonna go contenders. I'm gonna go contenders. I think they can find a way to squeeze in now. The Lakers.
They're a contender because they got LeBron and AD. They can still make make a play.
Even if they keep playing like this.
I don't think they're gonna keep playing like this. That's why I haven't made a contender. I don't think LeBron's gonna stay in this slump forever. And I think somehow, some way, the defense is going to get better. I don't think it's going to be amazing, but I think they're going to play some better defense. At least try. They're not even trying.
Trying now. Yeah, I got the Lakers as contender. And then we got the Nuggets contender.
They're contender. They are contender.
And then we got the Warriors.
I have them a contender. I think they're still good enough to be a contender in the West. Like Steph Curry got to go crazy, and Aaron Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins has been playing good this year, and if he keeps playing like this, I think they got a chance. Draymond Green is having one of his best years too. I think they're still considered to make a playoff push so far.
I got them as frauds.
Damn,
they're on a 5-game losing streak now. I don't unless they make some trades and make their team better. I see them continuing to slide. They started off hot with their 3-point shooting. And so far, it has not been like that since. Don't get me wrong, they can go on another hot streak, but I don't think it's enough to get them in a playoff or a play-in. There's too many good teams in the West. Suns.
Contender. Too much talent. If they're healthy, they can easily make the playoffs. Too much talent on that team. Contenders, easily.
Now, yeah, I got them as contenders, but that's all barring if injuries. They have to stay healthy. And that's all I got.
All right, that is it for our contenders and frauds. Now, we actually should have did this earlier, but we are going to go over the in-season tournament quarterfinals. Obviously, the in-season tournament ended on Tuesday. Yes, it ended on Tuesday, and we have the final 8 teams that are going to make it in the quarterfinals. We have the Magic and the Bucks. We got the Hawks and the Knicks, the Mavericks and the Thunder, and we got the Rockets and the Warriors. Let's just start with the East first. Let's start with the Magic and the Bucks. Who do you got winning? What you like, etc.
I got the Bucks winning. I think the Magic, yes, they have been on a roll lately, but at the end of the day, they still got Giannis and Dame, and I don't think the Magic have enough to contain those two. And I think for one game, that Dame and Giannis can get it done.
I have the Bucks too. I think the Bucks they've been playing some good ball. Giannis has been on an MVP level. He's always been playing on MVP level. Dame has been playing good. Chris Middleton is expected back. That'll be probably 3 games in. I think it's when they play them or 2 games in. So he'll provide a spark. And some of their role players have been playing some good. They've been playing decent lately. So I got the Bucks, but the Magic, I think it's still gonna be a close game though. I think it will be a closer game though. I think it won't be a blowout though. Franz has been playing good. KCP has played better. Jalen Suggs has been playing really good this year. So I got the Bucks. I think the Bucks can really win that. Can really win that game. They're favored by 6. So they
I was
saying
just
like
gonna say,
they're
what's the
favored by
spread?
6.
Over under 5.
It's 6.
You think
They're favored by
You
6.
think they're gonna cover the spread?
I think it'll be like a close game throughout. Then the Bucks find a way to get through and win the game by like 6. Now we got the Atlanta and the Knicks. I think that's a good game, low key.
Yeah, I do too, because you know how Trey play when he go to New York.
You was just talking about the rivalry last week too, and now they're meeting back in like a meaningful game.
I'm still gonna go Knicks though, bro. Well, I don't know because the Hawks, they took down the Cavs twice. They took down. Didn't they just take down the Bucks? They just played the Bucks last night, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
They just played the Bucks. They took down the Bucks, and then they beat the Celtics. Right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so you beat 3 good teams, 3 good playoff teams on top of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Dyson Daniels locks up Jalen Brunson, or if he locks up, or if Jalen Johnson holds OG or Mikal Bridges to a low scoring night. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I still got the Knicks pulling it out though. And I think that's gonna be a close game too. I would say the spread should be around like 5 or 6 too for that game.
They don't have the spread out for that one yet. They don't have the spread. But I got the Knicks. I think the Knicks offense might be too much for the Hawks. I know the Hawks been playing some good ball recently, and Cat has been rebounding the ball really well. The defense is still bad, but it is what it is. Jalen Brunson has played good. OG has been like their 3rd best player all year. I think the Knicks can come out at the Garden and win this game, man. I got the Knicks. Now in the West, we got the Mavericks and the Thunder.
I think the Mavericks gonna steal that game. At OKC, I think they're gonna steal that game. I got my boys.
I got OKC. I do. I think OKC. I think that's gonna be a really good game, man. Star-studded, man. Kyrie, Luka versus Shea. And if you want to say J-Dub is an up-and-coming star, I'm fine with that, man. I think that's gonna be a good game, man. You know, this is a rematch from the semifinals last year.
Yep.
And you know, the Thunder, they might be, you know, they might circle this game down, man. They want to get their revenge. Because I thought they should have won. Me personally, I thought they should have beaten the Mavericks in the playoffs, but neither here or there. They're favored by 6. The Thunder are favored by 6.
The Mavs gonna cover that.
I got the Thunder. And the last game, the Warriors and the Rockets.
I got the Rockets. I think the Rockets got too much defense for them. They too young, too athletic. And if you shut Curry down, or if you cover their 3-point shooting, then they're easy to beat. And I think the Rockets can do that.
All right. I do have the Rockets. I've been high on the Rockets all year, man. And they get their revenge because remember the Warriors was beating them by 40. Rockets came back and they eventually lost that game. So I think the Rockets come back, man. I think they beat them. They're favored by 4. Rockets are favored by 4 points at home. I think they could cover that. So yeah, I got the Rockets. Now, since we won't be here, it will be this Saturday. No, that's next Saturday. We won't be here most likely. let's say the semifinal. So we obviously have the Knicks and the Bucks. Who do you think will win that game?
Between the Knicks and the Bucks.
To go to the championship.
I'm gonna go Knicks. If the Bucks and the Knicks win, I think the Knicks will end up beating the Bucks. I don't think that Milwaukee has the defense to stop the Knicks offense. They both don't really got defense, but I think that the Knicks got more fire punch than the Bucks.
I got the Knicks. Knicks been hooping, man. I think they're a better team than the Bucks right now. Give me the Knicks. And the last game, obviously, you have the Mavericks and the Rockets. So out of those two, who do you think will win?
Oh, my boys, the Mavericks. I think the Mavericks gonna pull out. The Rockets, they don't have anybody that can guard either one of them. So,
well, technically, I have the Thunder and the Rockets, so I will pick the Thunder. I think the Thunder will. I think they're gonna get their revenge back on the Rockets. They lost that game. I think they're gonna get their revenge. I got the Thunder winning that game. So that's it for our preview of the in-season tournament quarterfinals. Now we're gonna talk about this ESPN's top 25 players under 25 list. They came out a list the other day. I'm gonna just read the top 10. And then Charles will take it next. And I know he got something to say, man. Every time ESPN pull out a list, they don't be good. I'll be honest, but I'll put out I'll say the top 10, and then we gonna give our thoughts and who should be where or who did they miss, yada yada yada. So at number 1, they got Victor Wembanyama. At number 2, they got Anthony Edwards. At number 3, they got Paolo Banchero. At number 4, they got Franz Wagner. At 5, they got Chet Holmgren. At number 6, they got Tyrese Halliburton. At number 7, they have Tyrese Maxey. At number 8, they have Evan Mobley. At number 9, they got Jalen Williams. And at number 10, they got Alperen Şengün. I think I missed somebody. I'll figure it out.
Okay, first and foremost, whenever they put out a list, they need to tell us what their criteria is for each and every list. Because are we doing this list off of talent? Are we doing this list off of who's been available? Are we doing this off their career stats? Like, what are we making this list off of? First off, Tyrese and Maxey over LaMelo, Cade, or even Zion? Zion, LaMelo, and Cade didn't even crack the top 10. I understand Zion's been hurt, but off this list alone, you telling me Zion's not a top 10 player for under 25? Come on now, dog. And then Cade and LaMelo, to me, LaMelo should at least be in the top 5. Franz in the top. Don't get me wrong, Franz has been hooping this season. But to be in the top 5? Nah, he top 10, but top 5? I don't know about that one. And then Scotty. They don't even got Scotty in the top 10.
Honestly, though, I don't know how this list really is. I don't know, like you said, I don't know what the criteria is. From how it's looking like, I kind of want to say potential, and it's like it's going off of what they're doing right now, because I don't think Franz should be in the top 5. I don't believe that. Like, Franz is good, but to say that he's top 4 player just off of because Paolo, like, he's playing amazing since Paolo been hurt, but to say like he's a top 4 player just off of these weeks and so in like a month of Paolo out, I don't agree with that. I truly don't believe in that. And Tyrese, I don't know if it's potential. If it's potential, that's the only reason why I think Tyrese Halliburton and Maxey are in here in the top 10 at least. That's the only reason, because I think we can easily say Cade and LaMelo is probably better than Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah. I even say better than Tyrese. Okay, Evan Mobley's respectable, but I don't know if he makes the top 10 because you still got Scotty, LaMelo, Cade, and Zion. That's four names you gotta put in the top 10. So we taking out Franz, we taking out Tyrese and Maxey. So would you take out either Mobley or Jalen Williams? Because Sengun has to be in there. Sengun's definitely top 10.
Who would I take out? Who is it? Jalen Williams or Sengun?
Yeah, no, Jalen Williams or Mobley. I don't think Mobley should be in the top 10. Do you?
See, but if it's going off potential though, see that's the problem. If it's potential, I think he's cool being at 10 because we know Mobley has the potential.
So you would take out Sengun then?
That's hard, man. Sengun. That's hard.
All I know is you can't leave out LaMelo, Scotty, Cade, and Zion. You cannot leave them four out. Them four should definitely be in the top 10 for sure.
Okay. This is what they said. ESPN's insider Tim Bontemps, Bobby Marks, Kevin Pell, and Jeremy Wu set out to answer those questions, ranking the top 25 players under 25 based on potential. So this is just all potential. This is just straight up potential.
Even if he's going off potential, I like them four potential better than Franz, Tyrese, Maxey, and Mobley.
Yeah, I like LaMelo's. I like Scotty, LaMelo, K. Honestly, though, you could probably say potential. A mid probably should be a little bit higher. Just as potential. Since they're going off potential.
Yeah. Jalen Johnson should be higher. Brandon Miller should be higher. If we going off potential, Brandon Miller is higher than Garland.
Yes.
I don't know. Potential wise, is he better than Maxey and Halliburton?
Brandon Miller? I wouldn't go that far yet. I think Tyrese, Maxey, and Halliburton. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got way more potential, and that's the only reason why Tyrese is at 6. This is all potential because they figured they're going to be potentially probably, superstars or star type players in probably the next 4 years or so. That's the only reason. That's why I like Evan Mobley at 8. I think that's fine. Jalen Williams, we've already said that he's a up and coming star and having his best year so far. I'm cool with that. And I think only the reason LaMelo is not in the top 10 because I think injuries play in. That's gotta be. And Cade too. Because in potential, Cade probably should be higher than Maxey.
Yes.
But this is just potential. This is just potential. Not just who's better, just straight out potential.
Yeah. Shit. If we going off straight potential, like I said, Scotty, LaMelo, Cade, they should be higher than Maxey and Halliburton. I feel like they upside is way higher than those two.
Do you think potential?
And then Franz too.
Do you think Jalen Suggs has more potential than Amen Thompson? Because they got Jalen Suggs.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
They got Jalen Suggs at 18 and the men at 22.
I can see Jalen Suggs up in scoring a little bit more, but I don't see him getting any better. Like I feel like his ceiling is low key tapped already. I don't see him becoming a better player. Now a man can definitely become an all-star in this league. He has the athleticism, he has the defense, he has the bag. He literally just can't shoot. But his shot is looking better.
Would you say
I think he has more potential than Suggs?
Would you say he's like one of the most athletic players in the NBA?
Yes, for sure. Yes, him and his brother. They don't even have a sword on here.
Well, would you put
before Bali?
Hey, Coulibaly been playing good, man. He's showing the potential though.
He has. But who do you think has a higher upside, him or Asar, potential wise?
Might be Bilal because I think Bilal's offense is going to probably be better than Asor's. But Asar could get there.
Yeah, we haven't seen him play this season. Well, he just came back, so.
Yeah, so it's hard. Hey, you like Tyrese in there? They giving love to the Rockets. They got 4 players. They got 4 of them. He's at 24 though, so it's like,
yeah, and no. I think he's a really good role player. But me personally, I like somebody like Cam Whitmore more than him. I think Cam Whitmore has more potential than him.
To Tyree?
But I ain't
Tyrese?
mad at it. Yeah, I ain't mad at it though.
Are we? Is the top 3 set, or should they be flip flop?
Nah, I think
Victor,
the top 3 set. Victor is number 1 for sure. But 2 and 3, you can either flip flop it. You can either say Paulo or and I ain't mad at whoever you got at 2 or 3. But 4, Chet being at 5, I'm okay with that. But 4 should either be Cade or LaMelo or Scotty between one of
I
them.
feel like they had this. They had to put in this. Franz being at 4 had to go off what he's doing right now. It had to be. That's the only bro. Because when I saw it, I said Franz is like 4.
Yeah.
If they would have put Franz to say like 9 or 10, I would have been like, but I would have been okay. But at top 5,
I think he's like 11 or 12 for sure. For sure. He's like 11 or 12. But like he can sniff the top 10, but I think he's like 11 or 12 for sure.
Could Jalen Johnson potential be better than Darius Garland?
Yes. Because my thing from Darius Garland, we hit the highest. His best year was his All-Star year. Do we think he could be better than that? I think he could be about the same. I don't think he can get better than that. Because better than that, because he averaged what, like 24, 23, 24 that season? So better than that would be 26, damn near 30. Is Darius Garland a 30-point per game scorer? 30 and 10?
No.
That's Trae Young numbers.
No, I think Darius Garland can max out at probably 25 at the most. Let me look real quick. But yeah, my problem was really just Franz at 4. Like, I'm like, bro.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. That Tyrese and that Maxey low-key upset me too. Cause they got Scotty, LaMelo, and Cade at 11, 12, and 13. And don't get me wrong, Zion been hurt, but Zion at 16 is diabolical too.
They still believing.
I believe in Zion still too.
So where you think he should be at?
Top 10 for sure.
You think it's okay? Just okay. Just off straight top 10.
Yeah,
Who would you put him over?
My top 10 would be Victor, and Paulo, Cade, Chet, LaMelo, Scotty, Zion, Jalen Williams, Sengun.
So when Donovan Mitchell came in 21-22, right? I think.
Yeah, was it right after COVID or was it?
I think this was 21-22 because this will be 4 years with the.
So he came in 2020. Yeah, he came in 2020 then.
So,
because wasn't he was in the bubble with them, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. Donovan Mitchell was not in the bubble.
He was with the Jazz in the bubble. He was with the Jazz.
I don't know what year
the bubble
he
was
came.
20. The bubble was what, 20? Was the bubble 2019 or 2020?
2019, 2020.
So he came, so he came that 2020 season there. 2020, 2021.
Mitchell came in 22, 23. He came in 22.
He came in 22, 22, 23. Okay.
So this is 3 years with them. So Darius Garland All-Star year was 21. Yeah, so it was 21 and 8.
That was his All-Star year?
Yeah. That was his All-Star, 21 and 8.
I mean, I think him up in his scoring to like 23, 24, but I don't see him.
I think he can max out at 25. That's it. I think that's his max at 25. My top 10.
Brandon Miller got more potential than him for sure.
My top 10, it'll be Victor. It'll be Victor Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero.
You gonna go LaMelo?
I want to, but I don't think so. I'm gonna say Chet. Chet Holmgren. I'm gonna put Chet Holmgren. I'm gonna put LaMelo Ball. I'm gonna put. This potential. I put Evan Mobley. I think Mobley got potential.
6. So Mobley 6. Okay.
Yeah. 7. I put Sengun at 7.
Okay, Sengun 7. So 8, 9, and 10.
I put Scotty at 8. I put Cade at 9. And I put Jalen Williams at 10.
Jalen at 10. So where's Zion?
I mean, at this point, bro, I don't know. Zion probably in the 12 through 15 range, 11 through 15, somewhere around there. That's we know he has potential, but it's I think it's just the injuries. I think from how we're looking at this, it looks like they are mixing potential with what you're doing now and how you playing. It's not just straight potential. I think that's not it, because like you said, if it's just straight potential, Zion damn near should be top 3 if that's the case, if we're being honest. If we're being honest,
I'll say top 5. I'll say top 5.
Top 5 is cool. Top 5 is cool. He probably should be a top 5 there if it's just straight potential. But it looks like they're not doing that. They're kind of mixing it up.
So now, if you had to start your team with someone besides Victor, because everybody's gonna pick Victor.
Okay.
If besides Victor, who you picking to start your team with, your franchise with?
My franchise. Who am I starting with? Give me Paulo. Give me Paulo Banchero.
Paulo.
Give me Paulo.
Yeah,
man.
I feel like if we had to choose one besides, not including Victor, it's low key between Ant and Paulo. I'm low key. Since you took Paulo, I'm a low key go Ant, but you can't go wrong with either one.
I feel like you couldn't go wrong with Sengun either, because I feel like Sengun is just gonna get better. He's just gonna get better. We already say he basically baby Jokic. So, and if his offensive game just gets better and better each year, I feel like you couldn't go wrong with that. And the same with Scotty Barnes. I think you can't go wrong with him. Honestly, you can't go wrong with a lot of these dudes. But if I had to start, it'd be Paulo, man. Paulo do everything, and I think he's just going to be a better shooter eventually, and he's going to be a way better passer. He's already a good passer. He's going to be a way better passer. So
I think Ant just got that dog in him. I like Ant because he got that dog in him. He got that will to win, and he got that will to, if all your team is depleted and they frustrated and they ain't got nothing left, Ant gonna give you that extra gear to turn the game up, to turn them up, and pull out a victory.
Yeah, so to recap, we got at 1, we got Victor Wembanyama. At 2, we got Anthony Edwards. At number 3, we got Paulo Banchero. At number 4, we got Franz Wagner. At number 5, we got Chet Holmgren. At number 6, we got Tyrese Halliburton. At number 7, we got Tyrese Maxey. At number 8, we got Evan Mobley. At number 9, we got Jalen Williams. And at number 10, we have Alperen Sengun. That is it for our reaction to the top 25 list under 25. This is Daniel. Big D is here. Yeah, buddy, you are not here now, though. Next thing we're going to talk about is, you know what? We basically kind of covered everything, but let's start with this. Then we can get into all the, all the little, the decent stuff, not the main basketball stuff. But let's just get through this last little main basketball topic. Who has won the trade so far between the New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Well, if you look at it, the Knicks are 13-8, and the Wolves are 11-10. So they both played 21 games, and they really didn't. If you really look at it, they really didn't play the same. The Timberwolves, they lost 2 games or a couple of games they wasn't supposed to lose. They could easily have the same record. I honestly think it's really even right now. I just think the Knicks look better. If you watch a Knicks game or if you watch the Timberwolves games, the Knicks just look better. The Timberwolves is crazy because the Timberwolves offense is but the Knicks offense is good. And the Knicks defense is but the Timberwolves defense is good. So it's like they flip-flop in each role. But yeah, that's all I really think. I think I don't think anyone has really won the trade of yet. I think it's just they're both. It's the same basically. It's just the Knicks look better. That's all. But it's really the same in my eyes.
Well, if we're being honest, in points per game, the Knicks are number 10 in defense. This is just points per game, though. So technically, it's not been but. It's not as been but. It's just Cat's defense has been bad. It's been really bad. Remember when we talked about kind of earlier? Not today, but
90-some
earlier.
percent. 90% at the rim. Yeah.
So, and they're kind of middle of the pack in field goal percentage. So it's like it's bad. It's not terrible, but it's not like top
What
5
it
like it
was
was
last.
last. Yes,
Yeah, it wasn't
it's
like
not like it was last year. Right now, honestly, I think it's the Knicks. I ain't gonna say yet they're clearing them that they clearly won the trade, but I would definitely give it to them right now. Cat is, like we said earlier, Cat has been amazing, bro. He's averaging 25, 13 with a block, 3 assists, still an okay passer, still being good, but he's shooting 52% from the field and 45% from the three. Cat is having one of his best years with the Knicks, and you've said it. He's always had a good year under Tom Thibodeau. That's what he's doing right now. My thing is with the Timberwolves, Julius Randle, for some apparent reason, he don't be playing no defense. I don't know what he be doing, bro. It's just, I don't know. He's not playing defense. He's not rebounding as much as he was with the Knicks, and that may be because of Rudy Gobert down there. That could be the reason. But he's not rebounding. I think last year he was averaging like almost 9 rebounds per game. Now he barely averaging 7. Like every time I look up, he probably get around 6, 7 rebounds a game. He doesn't average a block. He doesn't even average, like usually it'd be like 0.5. Bro, he's literally averaging 0.0 on a. So he's not even at least putting his hand up.
Where are they ranked as far as defensively?
Points per game, they're 5th. They're 5th in opponents' points per game.
Okay.
Opponents' shooting percentage, they are ranked. They are ranked. Damn, where is that? Oh, 11, 46%. So they're in the middle.
They ranked offensively? Where are they ranked offensively?
So points per game offensively, they are ranked 19, 110 points per game. So basically, they're in so stats wise, if you look, they're close. So it's always a close game. They're not just beating them. And shooting per shooting, they're shooting. They are shooting. They're shooting 46% every game.
So their offense is mid. Their defense is above average. Basically. I mean, so it's really so if you think if Cat was still there, they'll be a better team. So if they never did the trade,
I think so.
Each team still be would each team still be good, or
I think they'll all be
still
good.
be this good, or
yeah, I still believe it though, because I felt like the Knicks had cohesiveness. I think that's what made them. That's what's gonna make them really good. They're they're shooting 37% from the 3. That's 11. That ranks 11 in the league. I mean, yeah. So it's okay, basically all their stats wise it's kind of mid, but why does it look so bad? And it's why are they not winning?
I mean, I think like I said, part of that is having a new team. Their offense looks ugly because Julius Randle really doesn't have a bag for real. Like his go-to moves to go in the post, go middle, and shoot a fade. You know what I mean? Or he likes to post you up, then spin. Like he loves that spin move. And teams recognize when it's coming. And so it's like every time I see Julius Randle get in the post, bro, he back you down, spin, turnover. Somebody's right there all the time. Turnover, strip. Like he does that a lot every game. And I think that's a reason why. And then on top of that, he's not the shooter Cat is. And so I think they have to change their offensive round to fit him. Well, not to fit him, but to incorporate him some way, somehow. Because it seems like they're still running the offense from last year. And Julius Randle isn't a shooter like Cat. Like some shots, Julius Randle will have wide open, but he won't take it because he's not the shooter Cat is. Whereas Cat would have took that shot. So it's just a lot of nasty offense. They posting him up. There's no spacing around him when he posts up. It's all clogged when he posts up. And then there's really no driving lanes for Ant. Ant is like whenever I see Ant hoop, bro, it's like he's forcing a lot of stuff because there's no spacing down there. There's no spacing
I
at all.
saw somebody said, and I respect them, like when they talk basketball, they said Ed is really just shooting a lot of threes because there's no spacing. There's no spacing when he goes to the rim. And that's why he's just taking a lot of 3-pointers. And that actually might be true because obviously Rudy Gobert is going to claw with the paint. Julius Randle isn't like this spot up shooter and can help spread the floor. Like he can shoot, but he's not going to be out here like planted at the 3-point line like Cat is.
No.
Like that's not going to happen. Jaden McDaniels' offense is not good. So it's like there's nothing so it's like if he wanted to go downhill, it's like there's no free roam or just space to the rim. So it's like he has to take threes. And it was like, man, if there was some space down there, best believe Ant would go downhill and take it to the rack, but he can't.
Yeah, he can't. He can't. And then like they're gonna help out Jaden McDaniels because we want him shooting. You're not their best 3-point shooter. We want you shooting. And then Julius Randle, he likes to play in the mid range to post area. So it's like now you're bringing your man down there. It's too many guys that can help in the driving lanes down there. Way too many.
Another thing, Dante DiVincenzo has been bad this year. He's been bad.
Yeah, and we thought that was a good pickup.
I sure did. He's been bad. He's only averaging 8 points per game. He hasn't been like, bro.
What did he average last year?
15.
15? Yeah, that's a big drop.
Yeah. He's averaging 8 points and 3 boards, 3 assists. He's shooting 33% from the 3. I mean, but we know he's a good shooter. And another thing is Mike Conley has been playing like he's old. He hasn't been playing good either. And
hey, you think it's time to start you think it's time to start playing the rookies?
I think it's time for Rob Dillingham to get some more minutes. Yeah, I think it might be time. And another thing this person said too, they need to stop doing that Dante DiVincenzo and Nikhil like trying to be like the point guards as the backup points. Have Rob be the backup point. Like play him.
Because Nikhil, bro, Nikhil,
he's been good.
He's been good, but like I forgot what games. It was like 2 or 3 games I was watching throughout the week. Nikhil, he gives costly turnovers, bro. So like he'll be dribbling up the court, he'll take the ball up court, and then he'll be looking for Ant, and then the other person knows he's looking for Ant, so he crosses half court, and he turns the ball over. Like I've seen him do that in the clutchest moments. And I don't think Nikhil's really a point guard. I think Nikhil and Dante, they're like combo guards. They can play point, but they can score as well. And I think Rob is a better point guard. Even though Rob's like a combo guard as well, I think he's a better point guard than those two, though. So I agree. They need to let him run point and just let them run off ball.
I think the Knicks have won the trade by not clearly, but so far they got some distance with them so far. They got some distance. But it's still kind of early. We still got time. Let me see after All-Star break. I'm gonna be like, let's see how this is. Let's see how it is after All-Star break. But that's it for who won the trade between the Knicks and Timberwolves so far. Now we got, is load managing helping or hurting the NBA and the players? This was your topic. What do you think, brother?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's really player dependent. So somebody like LeBron, it would help LeBron if they played him 30 to 33 minutes or 31 minutes. How many minutes LeBron plays? Like almost 34 or 35, right?
He might be playing at least mid-30s. Let me look real quick.
But yeah, so like players like LeBron, I think it would help LeBron. It takes some wear and tear off his legs and keeps him refreshed for the playoffs and to make a playoff run at least. And then you have players, some players who shouldn't be sitting, like due to like illness because they got like a cold or something like that, or so I think it's a hindrance and it's helping at the same time because if you're not sitting games because if you're not LeBron's age or if you're not actually hurt or going through something, then it's like you're load managing it for no reason. Your body isn't getting that wear and tear that it's used to. So by the time you try to rev it back up, of course you're going to be prone for injuries. You've just been sitting out all this time because you want the load management, and now you come back and you try to go 100%. You're gonna blow something. That's like you're driving a car and you just press on the gas pedal instead of slowly gaining speed. You're gonna mess your car up, stepping on the gas pedal, trying to go 100 off back. So I think it helps and it hurts, just depending on the player.
He's playing 34 minutes. In
Yeah, that's
22
too
games
many.
so far, he's playing 34. What you think he should play then?
That's new. He should play like 30. He should play like 30, 31 minutes.
I wonder how that's gonna look though. That's the thing. Like the team is so it's not like without those two, it's like it's not a good team. That's the thing. Like I feel like they want to play LeBron 30-something minutes. Because remember, I didn't watch starting five. I still need to watch it. But remember, obviously, in the first game of the season, they tried to do that. And we saw how the Lakers were. Obviously, that was a different team then.
Like
but remember
Yeah,
how
LeBron
when they
didn't
took
like
him
that.
out the game, they started losing. And obviously, AD playing nowhere near like that, how he is now, but they was losing. And that's the thing. When LeBron's out the game, it's like you damn near gonna lose. It's like with Jokic. Bro, if Jokic is out, did you see what Mike Malone said? They asked him, like, when Jokic is out the game, what do you do? He said, pray. Bro, because he know they not good. He said that because he basically, low-key, you basically just kind of threw your team under the bus. But he's low-key telling the truth because it's like, bro, when Jokic is not on the court, we most likely gonna lose. And that's the thing with LeBron. If he's not on the court, they damn near gonna lose. But you do want to like rest him a little bit because you're old, brother. You're about to be 40 years old. So, I mean, they got to, but with load management, the thing is, like, I think it helps.
It's very player
but
dependent.
It doesn't
It's
help.
player dependent. It's player dependent. It's very player dependent.
Me personally,
I feel like you can't load manage everybody.
No, you
can't do
can't.
that.
But I feel like bro, me personally, it depends on the organization. The organization has the power. If they want to play y'all at least some decent amount of games, they could if they wanted to. Because I remember CJ McCollum. I remember he was on like a podcast. This was like a couple of years ago. He said like the coaches come to him and they tell him, what games do you want off? That's what they do. They go to him and say, hey, I want to rest against Portland, or I want to rest against Raptors or something. They choose. It's up to them. I think if everybody, the Wizards. I feel like if they wanted to play, they would play. But load management, honestly, it could be a good thing and a bad thing. But load management is here to stay. It's gonna be here forever. Blame Greg Popovich because he's the one that started it.
I mean, but like that's what I'm saying. It's player dependent because players like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu, they low key needed load management back then. They were getting old. The wear and tear on your NBA on your body playing the NBA for 15 plus years. Like I said, it's very player dependent, bro. You got young players out here like Zion. Granted, Zion, he has a weight problem, but you shouldn't. I feel like you shouldn't really load manage Zion for real. Because him taking all them games off, his body ain't used to jumping and doing all that stuff like it normally does. So now when it's time to rev it up and go 100% during a game, he blowing out his hamstring. He blowing out his knee, his foot. It's always something. Like Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid needs to be load managed. That man got bad knees.
They load management Paul George. I don't think they need to load manage Paul George. They're just doing it.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I don't think they need to load management.
Honestly, load managing Paul George will probably be the reason why the 76ers won't make the playoffs. Because I don't think that guy needs to really be load managed a lot. Like, he's literally not playing back-to-backs. Like, none. You can at least play some back-to-backs, but I don't think he's playing back-to-backs at all. So it's like a guaranteed night whenever Joel comes back that it's just going to be Maxey and some role players. You're not going to win.
No,
You're not. You're just not.
not.
You're just
You're
not.
not.
Low management is here to stay, and it will never go away. Thank you, Kawhi Leonard. Thank you. All right. We got two more things, then we'll get into predicting the games, and then we can leave. I want to do this. Do you agree with Steph Curry saying that the Warriors need to shorten their rotation? Because remember it was the first day when we was looking at all the games, and I said they playing a lot of dudes. And now Steph Curry has come out and basically said it's hard for anybody to try to get a rhythm. Know what you're going to get asked to do. Curry said in the first quarter, second quarter, we had to play 13 guys. That's tough. We are a unique team. It's a unique situation. I don't think it's been done in the league probably ever, but it's an 82-game season. And you got to figure out what adjustments you need to make. We probably need to be more predictable on night-to-night basis so guys can get a little bit of rhythm. Is that shortening to one or two guys? Maybe. So do you think the Warriors need to shorten their rotation?
Yeah, I didn't even hear him say that.
I think he said
But
like
yeah,
the other
I
day.
agree. Yeah, I agree with everything he said because it's hard for guys if you're playing 13 guys. That means a lot of guys are like you said aren't catching their rhythm, and then on top of that, they're in their head more instead of playing free. Because now that I know that coach is playing 13 guys, and I'm the sixth man or the seventh man, I might not get my normal minutes. That means when I check up a shot, I'm thinking about the shots that I'm putting up. I'm thinking like, man, I need to take a good shot so I can hit this and not get subbed out. I can't miss 2-3 shots in a row. Then Kerr's gonna sub me out and put in Waters or Moses Moody over me if I'm Przinski. So it's like it does, like you said, it doesn't give players a rhythm. It makes players play scared, and not free like they should be playing. Yeah, and yeah, it just it allows players to worry. It brings doubt into their head because now if I miss, like I said, if I miss 3-4 shots in a row, Kerr's gonna sub me out, and who knows the next time I'm gonna get back in the game. And you can't have that. You need players to play with confidence and play free out there, especially with the team that they got.
I definitely think they need to shorten that rotation to probably 9 guys. Steve Kerr, get the guys that you know that can play good and who's going to help the team and play them. Nothing against Lenny Waters. There is nothing against him. I think he's been playing okay for his minutes, but let's be honest, he should not be sniffing the court like that. We got to be honest. We got to be honest. He should probably not be sniffing the court, but he is. And I feel like if I'm having a good game and a rhythm, like let's say I drop 12 points in a row. More than likely, you're going to take me out the game because we're running this 12, 13-man rotation, and I might not sniff the court again until probably either mid, let's just say first quarter, mid to second quarter, or probably late second. And now I lost the rhythm. I just lost it. Just like that.
I think if you hot, I think Steve Kerr will ride you. If you're hot. But like say if you
think about it though.
2 for 4, you 2 for 4, 2 for 5, or some shit like that. Like, yeah, he gonna go with somebody else.
But think about it though. If you're literally running a 13-man rotation, there is a chance he's going to take you out because he's sticking with his
sure.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to stick with his rotation though. So yes, you're dropping. Okay, if you drop 12, let's say you drop the first 12 points of the game, like to start off the game. Is he going to keep you in there throughout the whole first quarter?
Yeah, I think he would. Bro, he's not that slow, bro. He not that slow, bro. He gonna ride the hot hand. If you got the hot hand, that he would be a terrible coach, G. If you obviously see your player has the hot hand and you not playing him, that he not that bad of a coach. He not that bad.
But Steve Kerr is sticking. Like, bro, Steph Curry, like the only dude that probably staying is probably Steph. That's it. Yeah. I think maybe if Moses Mooney drops the first 12 points, I don't believe he's sticking with Moses Mooney throughout the first quarter.
I think he will.
I don't think so. I don't believe that, bro, because bro, Steve Kerr be tweaking sometimes. Like I believe Steve Kerr he be tweaking.
It's only 3 people that need to come off the bench.
See, look at this. So I don't know what game this was. He said Kerr used 11 players in the first quarter alone and 14 players in the first half. Like, what? What are we doing?
It's only
Like,
3 players that need to come off their bench. Moody, Trey Jackson.
I think he's hurt.
He's healthy. Him and then Kuminga, since they don't start Kuminga.
Kevon Looney said in their loss against the Suns, he was the only player to record a +1 in 16 minutes. He said it could get difficult at times to find a rhythm, kind of not knowing what to expect from game to game. Okay, let's just say, like, obviously, plus minus is plus minus, but you see Kevon Looney is literally having a positive on the court, but then you just take him out the game. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're seeing Moses Mooney dropping 12 points in the first quarter, I don't believe he's going to keep playing Moses Mooney that whole quarter. I do believe at one point he's going to stick with his rotations and take the man out. Like,
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
you low-key think he doing all this to try to raise people trade value? So I'm
No, I
playing
think he's
11
trying
guys
to.
because we need more pieces on this team. And the only way to trade these pieces is for other teams to see how they play. So yeah, I'm gonna run a 13-man rotation, but that's because I'm trying to get these pieces off. I gotta play somebody. I gotta play the pieces so they know what they're getting.
I think he's trying to just keep Steph Curry and Draymond well for the playoffs. That's the only thing I can think of because I feel like there's no point in playing 13 dudes. Like, I just feel like there's no point, bro. Like, at most you use 10, but 13 players, that's crazy. That is crazy. Like, you won't really get a rhythm. You're not. You're gonna because coaches now could, like you said, could Steve Kerr leave Moses Mooney in the game? There's a chance. But if he's really staying with what he knows, Moses Mooney, brother, you gotta come out for Buddy Hield. I know you're hot, but you gotta come out. All right, I got one more thing. Then we could go into our predictions. You brought it up. Lonzo Ball and Jello. Lonzo Ball tells Jello Ball, LiAngelo, to play overseas. What are your thoughts about that?
Hey, I'm not mad at Lonzo for keeping it real with Jello.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Lonzo is saying like he can't make the NBA from a talent point, or talent, talent point. Is more so is political. It's more of a political standpoint because Jello can obviously. I think Jello is better than Thanasis. If Thanasis can get an NBA contract and be on an NBA team, LiAngelo Ball can. Um, I just think Lonzo wants because like it's different ways to get back to the league. So like right now, they wasn't when he was in the G League, they wasn't really messing with him at all. When he was one of the best players on their team, um, and he wasn't getting no tick. He said he went off for like he had dropped. I think he said he went off for like 30 or something like that, and then he didn't play like the next 12 games. So you obviously see it's political, and I feel like they did. They low key blackballed him because LeVar Ball was talking all that mess about my two boys are good, and then my third one gonna make the NBA. And since he was the weaker Ball brother, we just gonna blackball him so we can not prove LeVar Ball right. And I think him going overseas that would help his career because now actually NBA teams are seeing you play against overseas competition and seeing you playing against guys who've came and played in this league before. So, okay, so you can hoop. Let's give you another shot. I think he should go overseas. I think he
Yeah,
should,
I was
but
I
I'm
was
not
just
mad at
gonna
Lonzo.
ask what you. I was just gonna ask, what do you think? Why is it political? Like, why isn't he in the league right now? I was gonna ask that before.
I mean, like I said, I think he was just trying to shut LeVar Ball up, bro. Because you remember at that one point, the NBA did not want LeVar Ball anywhere near them because he was talking so much stuff about LaMelo, Lonzo, and the coach, and like they got tired of hearing his voice.
Mm-hmm.
So you were right about Lonzo and LaMelo, but you weren't right about Jello. So
I like that he kept it real. He basically, long story short, the G League ain't working out. It didn't work out for you, bro. Let's find another route. I think Lonzo wants his brother in the NBA, It just
Yeah, for
won't be
sure.
from the G League. It's like, it's
Mhm.
okay. And I understand you want it to be from the G League and you don't want to go over the overseas route. And I do believe, like, I don't think overseas is bad, but I feel like if you go overseas, you're basically kind of demoting yourself. Because it's like you go to the NBA, then you go into the overseas route, and it feels like you're demoted. It's just like if you've been an all-star player forever, then you go to the bench. It's like you're demoted. It's like you feel like you're demoted. But overseas isn't bad, but it
I was
just
gonna
feels
say,
like I'd rather get it through the G League, at least stay kind of in the NBA circle wise, than go overseas getting there. That's how I
yeah,
think
I
of
was
it,
gonna
at least.
say, cause like bro ain't never made the NBA for real, for real. So you can't really say he getting demoted. Cause like to me, I think playing overseas will be better than playing the G League because you playing more meaningful games and you getting more meaningful reps. Cause like the G League, bro, don't nobody play defense. Like, bro, it's multiple players who are in the G League who drop 30, 40, and 50 and don't get signed and don't get called up. So it's like, yeah, Jello, we know you can score. So if you go out there and you drop 50 or something like that, they just gonna look at that like any regular player doing it. You gotta drop like 60, 70 in order for them to like call you up or something like that. Whereas if you go over to overseas, you're playing in the Euro League, it's the second best league outside the NBA, and they get a lot of NBA players from those leagues. So why not go over there and play against them? Where you can actually get a bag, you can get more minutes than you probably would in the G League, and you playing more meaningful games. And scouts will look at that.
But I think he just doesn't want to go to overseas route. I think he wants to stay, like you said. You're right. He's never made the NBA, but I think he wants to stay in like that NBA type circle because the G League obviously is associated with the NBA.
Yeah,
That's just what I'm saying. And I think he just doesn't want to go the overseas route to get to the NBA. I think he knows that because I keep basically saying it on Angel Reese's podcast. I want to go to the G because he basically was trying to shut down the overseas for what Lonzo said. He's basically
yeah,
trying to shut that down. He was like, man, I think I can still go to no. And Lonzo was basically saying, bruh, you tried that and it ain't happened yet. It hasn't
yeah.
because you've been in the G League. What? If I off the top of my head, and I think
Twice.
you
I
probably
think
know it more
twice.
than me. I was gonna say 3 times. That's all. I was gonna say 3 times. But if it's twice, it's twice. Bruh, it's twice too many. It's like, bruh, it's okay to go. It's okay to go overseas and go that route, and then scouts will probably really look at you and see that you dropping 15 or maybe even 20 points per game instead of the G League, where you was playing good, and they still said no to you.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Like,
then like the G, like bro, I don't think scouts really take the G League that serious because the G League don't play no defense. Everybody can score in the G League, and there's no real basketball being played. Like NBA players talk about the G League as like a rec league, bro. Like if you got the ball, whoever got the ball, that's who taking the shots. They don't really pass in the G League. They don't really do none of that stuff in the G League. They don't play as a team in the G League. So you might as well go overseas and show. I understand he probably don't want to go over there because he doesn't want to deal with the language barrier. He doesn't want to deal with being away from family, because they real family oriented. And
mhm.
so it's like you playing the G League, you still at home, you still in the States, so your girl can come fly and see you if she won't, and the baby could come see you if they won't. You know what I mean? So, and you're more familiar with being in the States than you would be overseas. But bro, if you're really trying to get back to the NBA, go the overseas route. Like you said, you already done tried it and it ain't worked out.
Because wasn't he
I
on the
mean,
G League team this past summer, or was it the summer before?
nah, the summer before.
Yeah,
Summer
you
before.
wasn't even on the. You weren't even on like. You wasn't even on it this summer. So it's like, bruh, the NBA is just not messing with you right now, and that's
They not
okay.
messing with you right now, bro. They think you have no value, bro. They think you got to show them.
I,
And you going to the G League, that's not gonna do nothing, bro. It's not gonna
I,
do nothing.
I think Lonzo said it what a big brother does. He told him the truth. He said, bro, it's just not working out for you. You tried it and it didn't work out. Just go overseas. I
Now,
mean, look at it. LaMelo did it.
yeah,
LaMelo literally did it. Now, could he have gone to college? Yeah, he could, but they wanted to do other stuff and they wanted him to go to UCLA, but he really could have gone to college. They just did it. But he basically went the overseas route. Because me personally, especially depending on what college you go to, what he was averaging, he probably wouldn't average in college. He just probably wouldn't. So he went to overseas route. Here we are. He was a top pick and one of the best guards in the league. I'm not saying that's gonna be you, but he's showing the blueprint.
Yeah. I mean, well, they talking about the Bulls are talking about having a fire sale. So if Lonzo goes to the Hornets, I can see Jello being on that team next year. I
Oh,
can
man.
honestly see him being on the team.
You think all three of them gonna be on the same team?
I think it will happen. I'm not gonna lie. I think this upcoming off season is the best chance for it to happen.
Well,
And
Lonzo
then
is a free agent.
Imagine having Lonzo at your point, LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, and then Mark Williams. That's not bad. That's not bad. And then from a defensive standpoint, that's not bad either. Because you got Lonzo who's 6'6". You got Brandon Miller who's 6'6" or taller. You got Miles Bridges. And you got LaMelo. That's a big lineup.
I'm not upset at it. I wouldn't mind seeing Lonzo play with LaMelo. Now, Jello, that's a different story. I don't know about that. But Lonzo and Melo,
if he goes to the Hornets, Jello gonna be on the team, bro. He's going to be on the team, bro.
You think they're gonna put him on the active roster?
Yeah, just how they did the Nassus, Jello's gonna get that treatment.
The Nassus was there because it's
Giannis.
just Giannis.
Because
Giannis. None of them is Giannis. Like none of them have that power to be like none of them have that none of them have that pull to be like I'm so cold that I can have basically whoever I want. I don't think he has the pull. He can't even stay on the court to have the pull. How does that work?
He got him on that G League team.
And why is he not there now though?
But now we got both brothers here. You think they're not gonna just sign Jello for that attraction of the 3 ball brothers so they can put butts in the seats? Bro, they gonna sign that man, bro.
And take up a roster spot? Y'all talking about Nassus?
That's like the whole Villanova brothers thing.
How? But all of them could play though. All of them could play.
It's gonna be the same thing with the Ball brothers, bro. They gonna market that shit.
Jello
gonna be if Lonzo go there. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play. I agree with that. He's not gonna play. But he gonna be on that team.
So just like you said with the Nassus, he's wasting a roster spot.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna be on that team though.
I'm cool with Lonzo and Melo, but Jello, like I said, bro, you can't even stay on the court to have pull. You're hurt again. How you gonna have pull? You hurt.
But side note, I think Jello can't play in the league, bro. I think Jello is better than some of the players that's in this league right now. Like Sam Hauser, I think Jello is better than Sam Hauser. He can. I think Jello can shoot just as good as him, if not better.
I guarantee you he ain't taking up a Sam Hauser spot, though.
No, he's not.
All right, then.
He's not.
All right, then. All right, let's go over these games all the way up until the in-season tournament. Obviously, let's start with today. The Bulls and the Spurs.
I got the Spurs.
I got the Bulls. Wemby not playing.
Oh, Wemby's not playing? Oh, see, I ain't heard it. Well, Bulls. No, I'm still going to give it to the Spurs. The
Nuggets and the Cavaliers.
The Nuggets and the Cavaliers. The Nuggets at home?
Cavs.
Give me the Cavs.
Give me the Cavaliers. The Mavericks and the Wizards.
Mavs.
Give me the Mavericks. The Hornets and the Knicks.
Knicks.
Give me the Knicks. The Thunder and the Raptors.
Thunder.
Give me the Thunder. The Kings and the Grizzlies.
Who at home?
Grizzlies.
Give me the Grizzlies.
Give me the Grizzlies. The Suns and the Pelicans.
Suns.
Give me the Phoenix Suns and the Rockets and the Warriors.
Rockets.
Give me the Houston Rockets. Friday's games. Pacers and the Bulls.
Pacers.
Give me the Pacers. Magic and the 76ers.
Magic.
Give me the Magic. Lakers and the Hawks.
Hawks.
Give me the Lakers. Bucks and the Celtics.
Celtics.
Give me the Celtics. Kings and the Spurs.
Kings and Spurs. This is when? Fridays? Give me. I wonder is Wemby gonna play. If Wemby playing, I'm give me the Spurs.
Give me the Kings with Wemby or without Wemby. Timberwolves and the Warriors.
Who at home?
Warriors.
T-Wolves.
Give me the Timberwolves and the Jazz and the Blazers.
Blazers.
Give me the Blazers. Saturday's games. Cavaliers and the Hornets.
Cavs.
Give me the Cavaliers. Nuggets and the Wizards.
Nuggets.
Give me the Nuggets. Thunder and the Pelicans.
Thunder.
Pistons and the Knicks. Well, I got the Thunder, my bad. I got the Thunder. Pistons and the Knicks.
Who at home?
The Knicks.
Knicks.
Wow, just the fact that you got a thing doesn't matter. Knicks, bro. I don't care. Knicks, Pistons at the
Hey,
crib.
boy. I believe in my Pistons, dog.
Give me the Knicks. Mavericks and the Raptors.
Mavericks.
Give me the Mavericks. Grizzlies and the Celtics.
Grizzlies.
Give me the Celtics. Crazy, brother. Suns and the Heat.
Heat.
Give me the Phoenix Suns. Sunday's games. 76ers and the Bulls.
Ooh. Sixers. I think Joel Embiid and Paul George come back. Sixers.
Oh, God. Give me the Bulls. Bucks and the Nets.
Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. Hornets and the Pacers.
Hornets.
Wow, even with no LaMelo, that's crazy. Pacers. Give me the Pacers. Nuggets and the Hawks.
Nuggets.
Give me the Nuggets. Cleveland and the Heat.
Cleveland.
Give me the Cavs. Suns and the Magic.
Magic.
Give me the Magic. Grizzlies and the Wizards.
Grizzlies.
Give me the Grizzlies. Pelicans and the Spurs.
Spurs.
Give me the Spurs. Timberwolves and the Warriors.
T-Wolves.
Give me the T-Wolves again. Rockets and the Clippers.
Who at home?
Clippers.
Give me the Clippers.
Give me the Houston Rockets. Jazz and the Kings.
Kings.
Give me the Kings. Give me and the Trailblazers and the Lakers.
Lakers.
Give me the Lakers. Now we're on to the in-season tournament games. On Tuesday, the Magic and the Bucks.
The Bucks.
What you say?
The Bucks. The Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. Mavericks and the Thunder.
Mavs.
Give me the Thunder in our last games Wednesday. Hawks and the Knicks.
Knicks.
Give me the Knicks and the Warriors and the Rockets.
Rockets.
Give me the Rockets. And that is it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Follow us on all social media platforms on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc. And thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. We wouldn't be here without you guys, the supporters and the haters. Shout out to everybody that was here on the podcast at one point. I love you guys, man. You guys have really helped. But like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast. Videos will be uploaded weekly. We will see you guys next week.